Yo, yo, yo! How we looking? Everything looking good. Okay. Yo, what's up, people? Seku-Senpai here, back for some more Tsukihime! Make sure everything looks good. Audio is good. Frames are dropping like crazy, though. Hold up. Oh, I think it's because I just switched screens. It should be back up in like a sec. I hope. Yeah, okay, it's back up. I was like, why are my frames dropping so much? Oh, man. We are back at it. Today we're going to be going through 2 chapters, or at least 2 days, day 8 and 9, because I know day 9 is a shorter one, so yeah, get those 2 out the way. As we are getting closer and closer to the ending, I think between this week and next week, probably next week will be like ending it all, because I know that, yeah, probably going to do 2 days today, going to do another chapter later on, because I know there's a long one. I think after, this is like day, what did I say, 8, 9, I think 10's a long one. I think 11, 12 I do another one, then whatever's left, whatever. Whatever. I know that I'm getting close to the ending though, but anyways, here we are. Hopefully y'all having a nice Tuesday. And yeah, let's get this going. Let's get this rolling. It's funny enough, it's always on days where I start like the stream later, I'm ready like an hour earlier. Or at least today I was ready like half an hour ahead of time. I could start this like half an hour ago, but wait. Oh no, this is okay. I thought the menu music was still playing. Well, it's playing, but that's like the music right now. Okay, just to do a quick recap, since we're on part 2 of Mystic Eyes of Death Perception. Okay, yeah, you went back to school. The murders are still happening, no doubt about it. We're trying to find Arc, good old Arc. Went back to the mansion. She was there. Akiha met her. She thinks her and Shiki are up to some other stuff, some other physical activities. Shiki, the eye thing, and yeah, they're going to be doing their nightly meetups again. You got a little show and tell, and I think that was mainly it. Okay, so yeah. Day 8, I wake up from a familiar feeling dream. This morning, okay, he's gonna have a dream, okay. Another flashback dream. The estate was our playground back then. A forest as deep and vast as the ocean. A house that looked more like a castle. Each day a new dream, a new adventure would unfold in our kingdom. See myself. I wanted to see if everything's smooth. Everything's smooth. Okay, every day was fun. We had no idea that we'd ever grow up. Doing the same things day in and day out, but never getting bored. We were just children, playing and yelling like puppies. We got along well. We were regular partners in crime. Akiha was always there when I looked for her. I would wave at her, and she'd get all embarrassed and hide. Yeah, the same as always. Okay, different day and time. The estate was our playground back then. A forest as deep and vast as the ocean. A house that looked more like a castle. Each day a new adventure would unfold in our... wait. There's much to... wait, am I going through like a deja vu? Oh yeah, he's repeating. Okay, I had me like for a second like, wait, is the game messing up or am I going crazy? Each day a new adventure would unfold in our closed little world. There's so much to explore. If he says the same thing about him and Akiha, he just keeps repeating himself. Shiki, you really are losing it, man. I wake up from a peaceful slumber. The morning light pulled me from my deep sleep. I had something I actually wanted to say. Something just came to mind. I was like, wait, hold on. There's something I wanted to talk about. Whatever, it'll come back to me. My dream. I feel like I dreamed of something from a long time ago. Those horrendous things assault my vision when I open my eyes. My head feels like it's going to split open at the temples. It's a clear day. The battle bathes the garden in such a vivid light that I can even spot it from my bedroom. Rays of achingly bright sunlight illuminate every nook and cranny of my surroundings. My glasses. I try to extend my hand to take them from beside my pillow, but notice something strange. Is it a doctor? Oh, man. There's no sensation in my arms or legs. I can clearly think of what I want to do, but the signal doesn't seem to reach. It's like I've got a locked-in syndrome. I suffer the time in silence, unable to even close my eyelids. Oh, yeah. Forgot. I know that last stream was having some lagging problems. I might have a little problem here and there. My new capture card is coming in this Friday. I thought it was coming in today, but yeah, I think that's why I'm going to next stream anyway, so that works out perfectly. Okay, the sunlight begins to soften. Feelings return to my arms and legs. Taking a deep breath, I finally managed to get my glasses to seal away that sight. I mean, the frames are dropping a little bit, but it's not, like, too bad. Exhaling, I free myself from the bed's confines at last. It was nothing of note. It happens all the time during my stay in the hospital. Whenever I was exhausted, my vision would go all blurry, and my limbs would become paralyzed. My appetite would totally disappear, too. This is just what happens if I spend too much time looking at things with my naked eye. Okay. Okay. I think I could see them more clearly than I used to. The lines on buildings have always seemed thin to me. It's rare for them to be that distinct. What was once a lingering headache now feels like I took a bullet to the brain. Maybe the more you're using them, the more it's changing? So now that you're using it more. I remember what Master told me. She said my eyes could end up attracting unpleasant things. Arcueid also said not to use my eyes too much. That doing so would destroy my mind. Oh yeah, not to use too much. Oh yeah. This is what I get for involving myself with the vampires. Not only do I have to face danger when I face them, but now I've invited danger to my everyday life. You can't catch a break. Not only danger to your everyday life physically, but also like those around you. How are you going to approach Akiha this morning? Though there's no use dwelling on it, I knew this was going to happen when I decided to help Arcueid. Yeah, I can handle this much at least. Sitting around and doing nothing wouldn't be productive anyway. There's no stopping until Soya is free of vampires. I'm only helping her because I want to protect Akiha and the other people I care about. Yes. Alright. Yosh. Am I getting game audio? my sound's gone. Oh, he'd say it was. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so everything was off. Okay, hold up everyone. There we go. Everything's synced up now. I was like, well, something feels off. Yeah, okay, there we go. I quickly got out of bed, trying to clear my head of any unpleasant thoughts. I should get changed and thank Hisui for last. Come to think of it, Hisui isn't here. Yeah, she's not here in the morning to greet you. It's a little after 7. Hisui would usually be here to wake me up. Something's going on in this house. But my theory is swiftly rebuked when I notice there's a change of clothes prepared on my desk. Maybe she had something more important to do. I'm curious about what might have diverted her attention, but it's literally nothing of my business. There's not so much time to spare, but I'll just get into my uniform and head downstairs. Careful, Shiki. You have not seen Scarface, aka Black Mask, as someone said last week. Sometimes I amaze myself. The fact that I managed to forget all about something as disastrous as yesterday has me genuinely concerned. Now you're worrying about that. Now he worries about that. Don't worries about my mental health can wait until after surviving what comes next. Exactly what I'm saying. I stand there at the open door, frozen like a sculpture and unable to venture inside. Meanwhile, in the parlor, Akiha is seated on the sofa, just like she was last night. Kohaku is standing next to her, behind her as usual. Up until now, Akiha has always greeted me with a, "Good morning, Shiki." But today she won't even look in my direction. Needless to say, this was all because I left last night without explaining anything about Arc. That's true. You came back at like past midnight. It almost looks like she's just lounging, but animosity is radiating from her every pore. You could cut the tension with a knife.
おはようございます、Shiki-san.
Oh, thank you, Kohaku.
朝ごはんの前にお茶にいたしますか？
Guess Kohaku doesn't have to worry about any of this. Yeah, she's like, hey, this sounds like a you problem, Shiki.
おはよう、琥珀さん。お茶はまた落ち着いた時に。
Man, I think you should take it, man. It might ease the tension by like a smidge. I return Kohaku's greeting and enter the parlor properly. Akiha side-eyes me as I timidly cross the room. Can't let myself cave into her silent intimidation. At times like these, when a person's resourcefulness is truly put to the test, I should... there... Oh my gosh, what's on my audio again? Hold up. There we go. Yo, why is it unsyncing? Oh, there we go. Here we go. 1, 2. There we go. There we go. Man, okay. No, not that. Okay. Save. Okay. Well, okay. What we have right here? Choices. I'm about to say, yo, I feel like there's not going to be a right answer here. Either way, he's not going to win in this scenario. I should greet her with plenty of cheer. Just like hi already. Apologize immediately. Well, I think apologizing is important, man. You have to apologize. Just greet her with a cheer and just ignore all that? I mean, I think it's best just to get that out the way. Just say hi already. Yeah, I apologize immediately. I mean, say good morning, then apologize. But okay, let's go for it. I doubt I'm going to be able to talk my way out of this one. Anything I say is likely just to pour gasoline on the fire, 100%. My only option is to apologize as quickly and sincerely as I can. Better to say sorry before she can start grilling me.
昨夜のことだけど、あれは。
兄さん、一つだけ忠告してよろしいですか？
Yeah, there was no winning this one, man. But before I can apologize, maybe you could have made a joke? Shiki makes a joke quickly. Akiha cuts me off, her voice cold enough to send shivers up my spine.
兄さんは遠野家の長男なんですから、いたずらに謝罪の言葉を口になさらないように。
I guess that's true.
謝るということは、自分が悪いと認めることです。
Dang. I feel like she's going to turn around regardless. What are the other choices? Hold up. What other choices did I even have? I think it was apologize, just say hi, and then good morning, so.
その場合、遠野家の長男に相応の罰則を与えなくてはいけなくなるでしょう。
Why should look like she wants to give him punishment? Force her, more like allow her. Just look at that wicked smile on her face. Exactly, yo, this is not a smile of kindness. If I can't apologize, then all that's left is for me to perish. Time to get out before she kills
すまな
me.
い、秋葉。遠野家の長男として朝食を取りに食堂に行きたいんだけど、いいかな。
He's trying to get out. I need to
兄
retreat.
さん、
My feet stop dead in their tracks at Akiha's glacial tone.
食事の前に話があります。どうぞ、ソファーに座ってください。
Her tone makes it apparent that resistance is futile. I've dug my own grave, and I do believe this may be my last day on Earth. Now that flight is off the table, my only option is to fight.
わかった。できる限り手短に頼む。
He's like, yeah, I'm starving, you know? Starving to be at that table, not here. Oh boy, Shiki. I quietly sit down on the sofa across from Akiha. Kaku prepares a cup of tea for me as I do. She's giving off a positive vibe that helps cheer me on just a tad. Of course, Akiha may be the head of the family, but she's still my little sister. It's true. I don't think this will be totally one-sided. I take a sip of my tea and meet Akiha's gaze.
それで、どんな話？
昨夜の女性と成功なされたのですか？
Straight to the point. Just straightforward with it. No beating around the bush. Yeesh, I'm lucky I didn't burn myself. Akiha's first pitch was an unbelievable fastball. I thought I was going to choke him on my tea for a second.
兄さん、私の話を聞いてます？
He's like, I expect that to come out of your mouth.
聞いてるよ。よく聞こえてる。
それでは答えてください。 昨夜の女性についてできる限り
As
正
much
確
detail
に
as possible.
嘘偽りなく私を決して怒らせない範囲で詳しく。
その条件だと何も口にすることができな
Kind
い。
of are asking the possible with that.
私を怒らせないでと忠告したはずですが。
This is him trying his best. Wait, so that was a warning?
いや、無理難題の匂いがプンプンしてきたな。
Exactly, man.
なんです？声が小さくて聞こえません。一体あの女の方は兄さんにとってどのような方なんですか？
Yeah, what's the relationship, Shiki?
どうと言われても協力関係という
Partners or
か
friends at this point.
友
His
達
choosing of words,
のような
partners. I mean, he's
というか。
not lying about that. I mean, I'd say you're friends at the. You should start off to say we're friends.
夜中に出かけるほどのご友人なんですね。
Yes, for some night activities. That's no context on
ええ
it.
私だって兄さんが将来どなたと関係を持とうと意見する気はありませんけど、兄さんはまだ学生でしょ。
She's like, he is a growing boy.
遠野家の長男がそのどこのものともわからない女性と夜な夜な相引きをしているだなんて
Well, she gotta use that word.
そんな恥知らずなことは慎むべきではないでしょうか。
So that's what my relationship with Arc looks like to her. Of course! What did you think it looked like? She started off asking if you had a sexual relationship. You should have already been. This Shiki's so dense sometimes. At times, it cracks me up.
待て、アキハ。まず初めに言っておくと、俺とあいつはそういう関係じゃない。
I mean, how are you gonna explain this though? We don't have that kind of relationship. Then what are y'all doing late at night?
俺はあいつの探し物に手を貸してるだけで、用が済んでしまえばもう二度と会わない関係なんだよ。
その割には随分と親しそうでしたけど、それは私の気のせいだと言うんですね。あの方とはあくまで一時的な
Temporary
損
transaction.
得だけの関係だと。
Yo, describe a relationship as a transaction. Akiha's gaze is ice cold. All I have to do is say yes, and that would be the end of this conversation. But something is holding me back. It's true that we're both getting something out of our partnership, but I also don't want to admit that's all there is to it, because you have some other feelings brewing up.
それは親しくはないけど、損得だけで手を貸してるわ
That's
け
what
じ
I
ゃ
mean.
な
I
いという
could
か。
just call it a transaction. That's
でしょうね。今まで見たこともないほどの慌てようでしたから。何事も真剣になってくれない兄さんが
seeing a different side
感
of
情
him.
をあらわにするなんて。
そこまで慌ててないし、白状でもない。あいつがうちに来るなんて思ってもいなかったから
That is a surprise.
驚いただけだ。
そうですか。あの女の方は落ち着いた様子で兄さんのこ
And
と
she
を
was
ずっ
saying
と待っていま
she
し
was
た。
looking forward to seeing him. She gives me a sidelong glance, obviously trying to imply something. Looks like Akiha is fully convinced that Arc and I are dating.
あのな、アキハ。勘違いもそこまでにしてくれ。そもそも俺とあいつが知り合ったのは
Because I killed her. I saw myself before the truth slips out. There's no reason for Akiha to know, and it's not like she'd believe me anyway. Just say you owe her for. I mean, then she might ask, what do you owe her for? No matter what he says, there's gonna be another question afterwards. Though I also can't think of another explanation. All I can manage is some half-hearted mumbling.
答えられないのでしたら質問を変えましょうか。
See?
先ほどから兄さんはあいつあいつと繰り返していますが、あの女性のお名前は？
Oh, she said, I want a name. I'm about to have some people research her.
名前はアルクエイドだけど。
Yeah, Arcueid.
そうですか。ということはお知り合いになったのは学校ではありませんね。
How do you know that? She
兄
must
さ
have
んの高
researched
校
already.
には
She's already
留
on
学
top
生
of
はい
that.
ませんから。
Akiha's right. We don't have any exchange students. But why does she even know that? Exactly. No, she was researching.
それで
Keeping tabs.
兄さんはあのような方と一体どこで知り合ったんです？
Dang, hit him with that 20 questions.
街で知り合ったんだよ。その偶然。
A coincidence. I think people say that you met by coincidence. Just say you. Well, How else would I phrase it? I don't know.
偶然ですか。ではアルクエイドさんの方から声をかけてきたんで
Dude,
す
that's what I mean. You should have said coincidence.
ああ、いや、声をかけたの
Makes
は
it seem like you
俺の
asked
方
her
だ
out.
けど。
If by initiated contact you mean murdered in cold blood, she tracked me down after that and I'm the one who started it.
どうして声をかけたんです？兄さんはアルクエイドさんとは何もないのに。それとも初めは
Yo, she's
そう
really
いう
getting
お
into
つもりだったんです
the it's so much into like this. Like, man, Aki's interrogation is mercilessly precise. With every question, she's closing in on the truth. She's got me like a deer in headlights, and if this goes any further, I won't be able to lie my way out of it. It sucks to do it this way, but I don't have any other choice. I have to end this in whatever way I can.
ああ、もう
Wait,
とにかく
that-
あいつとは何でもない。大体な、俺が何をしようがアキハには関係ないだろ。
Oh,
どうせ形だけの長男なんだから、誰と付き合ったところで遠野家に迷惑はかけないはずだ。
uh-oh. Okay, I'm listening to that. Every time he's saying something, I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy. How's she gonna take that? It's cowardly to use being disowned as my argument, but I can't think of any other way to get Akiha to back off. I'm pretty sure she doesn't view it that way. That's... Oh, man. Shiki, your choice of words, man. Akiha narrows her eyes for a moment, then takes a deep breath as she stands. That's weird. I was expecting another sharp-tongued retort, but instead she looks away.
私だってこんなことは言いたくありません。ただあの人は嫌な感じがするんです。他の相手なら仕方がないと諦めます。けれど
Oh, she's like,
兄さ
when
ん
you
があ
rely
の
on
人に
me.
気を許す
Rely on me, Nissan.
なんだか私がバカみたいじゃないですか。
There's something unpleasant. She's like, something feels off. If it were anyone else, I would submit that you are correct, but For some reason, Akiha bites her lips in frustration as she
どう
speaks.
したんだアキハ。なんかおかしいぞ、お前。
Bro, think about what you just said.
もういいです。兄さんは兄さんのなさりたいようご自由になさってください。
She walks off, man. Akiha exits the parlor with uncharacteristically heavy steps. That's a big word when I think about it. They're not
ア
freeze
キハ
now.
様も納得してくださったでしょう
Ooh,
に。
disconnected? That's never happened before. Wait, my Wi-Fi my Wi-Fi disconnect for a second? Well, let me see what it looks like on stream. Did something big happen? Okay, it didn't look it showed it disconnected. That scared me. Okay, everything's good though. Okay, that would make it easier for her to accept it. Gaku heaves a heavy sigh and chases after Akiha. Then Shiki sits there by himself. I guess he's not getting that breakfast. And where's Hisui? We haven't seen Hisui yet. Oh. She says bye to me. But why didn't she greet me in the morning? We still don't know about that. Hisui sees me off as when I leave the mansion. I'm a little worried about Akiha, but I don't think running after her would have helped, considering the root of her anger is Arc. Though I feel bad, it'll have to wait until this vampire business is over.
でもどう
Okay,
だろう。
Shiki. If you say,
考えたこともなかったけど。
is telling her everything an option? No. Okay, she may not believe me, but maybe I should tell her about the vampires. They do invade Arcueid after all. I mean, you tried. I mean, before we did the thing where he told the truth, but she was like, "Don't you dare talk like that again, Shiki." Thinking that he's actually crazy and whatnot. So
そうだよな。例えばネットで噂話として流すとか。
that makes you sound like you're into conspiracy theories. I take my phone out of my pocket as I walk. It wouldn't make for the most credible source, but I could write everything I know on some message board. Any interpretation would be up to the reader. Yelling at people to try to get them to believe you will only have the opposite effect. But if it's on the net, it may at least reach urban legend status.
もしもし、そこの君、ちょっ
Who? What? I stop. Turning around. Oh! Oh snap. There's a sharp-dressed man I've never seen
俺の
before.
ことですか？
Oh no.
うん君だって君以外にこんな道歩いてる子いない
Why
で
is
し
he?
ょ。
Oh no. Oh no. He's got a point. At most the road, he got that Halloween fit going on, orange and black. Interesting. Okay, Tohno Mansion may see a couple cars passing from time to time, but the only ones actually walking the street are probably me and our housekeepers.
それでさ君さ今この家から出てきたよね。もしかして中で働いている使用人さんの子かな。
He said, "You're an employee? not even a family member. Is he a distant relative, maybe?"
ならラッキーだよ。すごくラッキー。あ、俺じゃなくて君がね。お小遣い欲しくない？遠野家の人の話とかち
I
ょ
wanna
っ
go
と
about
知りたいん
this.
だよね。
I'd play around. I'd play it off. I'd be like, yeah, I'm an employee. You don't need to know. In fact, yeah, you don't even know the truth at all. I keep my distance. It's not because his overly casual way of talking bothers me. I'm actually more scared of just how serious he is. It's like every word is carefully crafted to ensure I'll let down my guard.
あ
Nice
もしかし
observation.
て野じ馬だと思われてる？まあ野じ馬なんだけどちゃんと報酬弾むよ。
I mean, you saying does he work here? Well, he could be like a housekeeper or something, but
特に知りたいのはほら最近帰ってきたっていう長男の話。来たばっかりで写真資料もなくてさ、どんな外見なのか、好きな食べ物とか好きな女の子のタイプとか、ぶっちゃけ何に弱いのか教え。
oh yeah, I wanna know. Youch. He's over here asking about the eldest son, whom, well, yeah, he doesn't know what he looks like or anything. So the man hops from side to side, holding his crotch.
そこの抜けた鍋かてめえ。どう見てもそいつが塔の指揮者
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to say, is he not like connecting two and two? Is he a dummy? He has to be. There's a child with him, and he kicked him in the crotch too. Ouch. Behind the man is a boy who looks about 12 years old. He must be the one who kicked him in the balls.
マジっすか。
Yeah, that's messed up.
全くブルジョワの匂
I
い
don't
が
care
し
if
ま
you're
せ
a
んよ
child.
ね。
You're about to get these hands. It's like, this dude ain't even the slightest bit.
どんな匂いだそれ。金に匂いなんてねえだろ。それとも手垢の匂いってことか。金持ちはどいつもこいつも赤だらけってか。
Mario.
ずいぶん舐めた発言だ
I forgot about that.
いえ、違います。成金だけ、一部の成金だけですってば。ほら、一日の半分を金勘定で浪費する氷菓子みたいな。
Bro has like a stereotype already set in his head on what he might look like.
そりゃうちのジジイのことか。上司批判とはずいぶん太いな安藤。
Yeah, Ando. What's happening? Maybe I should call the cops.
あ
I
あ、
think
そ
you
こ。
should.
無言で110番コールしない。なんで今時の若い子
Yeah,
はドライ
you're
に
a stranger. Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
ほら、
Come on here. Hex no. Walk away, Shiki. But back up while you're looking at them. Keep your distance. They weird. I look up from my phone, already halfway through dialing the number to call the authorities. The man is holding out a black ID. It may be my first time seeing one, but I still recognize it as a badge.
警察手帳ってもしかして刑事さん？
Bro, how do you know that's real?
そうだ
It could be
よ
fake.。
怪しいもんじゃないよ。刑事さんだよ。警視庁捜査第一課、安藤優吾。なのにさ、昨日から門前払いでさ、こっちはちょっと話を聞きたいだけなのに、アポ取れって一点張りでさ、なんで仕方なく
But you also want to
張
talk
り込みしてた
specifically
わ
to you,
け。
Shiki, since they don't have info on you, so don't forget about that. I've never seen a more suspicious detective in my life. Still, though, regardless of whether that badge is real or not, I'd like to know more about why he's been staking out my house, and also why he also wants to know more about you. What should I do? They always hit me with choices when I least expect it. Whenever I least expect it. I'm not in the mood, but I ask him what he wants. These guys are bad news, just ignore them. They're definitely bad news. 100%, but I'm a little curious. They say curiosity kills the cat, though. These guys are bad news, just ignore them. I'm not really in the mood, but I ask him what he wants. Has me a little curious. But he wants to know about me a lot. I mean, he'll get answers regardless. But he's also, I mean, he showed me a badge. It is legit. I'll ask him what he wants. Yeah, let's ask him what he wants. That doesn't mean I'm going to tell him what he wants. So I'll ask him. I'll ask but not give, you know? I'm assuming that, I mean, that's what I do, at least. I like peek around but not giving any straight answers. I try to figure out what they're doing. Unless I find out what they're after, I won't know how to deal with them. That's true.
俺でよければ話ぐらいは
Yeah,
聞きま
hearing
すけ
them
ど
out, yeah.
要件は何ですか？
北口駅前の火災のことだよ。
Oh. Yeah, that was crazy, man.
ほら、当日と翌日まで現場を仕切ってた警備会社、お宅の子会社でしょ。もう引き上げちゃったけど、当日の責任者と話をしたいんだよね。連絡先とかわかる？
Remember anything?
そうだったんですか。それは知りませんでした。
Yeah, he wouldn't be.
ですので、俺には分かりかねます。
何？長男なのに知らないの？そりゃ困った。やっぱり妹さんの方が実権握ってるわけ？
No. Like, come on.
どうしてそんな話を？口頭無形だとは思いますけど、あの火災の原因は東のグループの
Why would you ask that, man? That makes it look more suspicious.
そんな方針は持ってない。ありゃどっから見ても自然発火だし。問題は別っていうか、まあ、お家の人ならバラしてもいいか。もう知ってるだろうしね。
Okay, what's that?
昨日さ、地下陥没の瓦礫の下からちょっと良くないというか、意味わかんないもんが出てきてね。記録だと10年くらい前に当の牧久が相場を上回る高額で買い取ったとある。
Really?
そのあたりの事情聞きたいんだよね。なんで駅前の一等地を買っておいて公園になんかしちゃったのかなとか。
Okay, interesting stuff they're bringing up now. What the heck? He bought that area?
俺には何とも。牧久は亡くなりましたので、話はそれだけですか？
いや、妹さんに取り継いでくれないの？ちゃんと身分と目的話したよね。
あいにく妹は忙しい身なのでお引き取りください。話がしたいのならしかるべき手続きをしてからどうぞ。
Yeah, it's like, yeah, do that through the appropriate channels, bro. I turn my heels and start down the hill. Now I know what they're after. While I don't know the details, there's no way I'm letting such a shady detective meet with Akiha. He's like, yeah, stay away from my sister. 100%, man. A higher-pitched voice calls out to me. I was planning on ignoring him since he's with that weird detective, but something about that boy's voice makes me hesitate.
正義感も結構だが、部をわきまえな。人間らしい死に方をしたいんなら、この辺りが引き際だぜ。
The fudge? some little kid says that to me. I mean, is he actually I mean, he has to be a child. See, with anime and stuff, you just never... I guess he's a child. He's a child.
なんだって。
Yes, excuse me. Exactly, Shiki. That gets me to stop and look back. Did you say a human's death? Yeah, why do you say a human's death?
何が言いたいんだ？
言いたいことは今ので全部だ、マヌケ。これで聞かなきゃ勝手に死んでな。ほら、帰るぞ、アンド。いい加減食事時だ。ケーキ食わせろ、ケーキ。チーズと蜂蜜たっぷりなやつな。
仰せのままに。なんで俺、日本に行ってまでボンボンお盛りしてんだろうな。
Yes, cool brat, 100%. The strange pair get into a car parked alongside the road and drive down towards the station. Excuse me. Looks like the mansion was under police surveillance, and they say something. And they said something about the land north of the station being owned by the Tohno family.
いや、ただの偶然だ。
It has to be. The only reason that place collapsed is because Ark acted before thinking. There's no connection between what happened near the station and who owns the land. I'm not too sure about that, Shiki. I mean, that dude was there. Vlov? Almost forgot his name. Vlov, he was there. Why was he at that specific area? I mean, you could say it was still a coincidence, but my thing froze. I noticed. Oh no, it didn't freeze. I just look like I'm frozen on the screen. Okay. So that's like, I don't know, Shiki. You've been saying coincidence a lot throughout this chapter. It's ticking me off. I gulp down the apprehension rising in my throat. Pulling myself together, I begin my long descent. Descend? Interesting. That wasn't a coincidence. Coincidence? I think not! That's like my favorite quote. The rest of my day has been normal so far. It's fourth period, social studies. A teacher recites dry textbook material from the front of the room. As I listen to the lecture, I take full advantage of my window seat and stare at my reflection. I can't focus. It's not that the lesson is boring. I just can't wrap my head around everything that's happened outside of school. A fire that claimed so many lives, a vampire terrorizing our home. How can I sit in class while knowing the truth about all this? The answer is obvious. I'm abnormal. Most people would either lock themselves in their homes or run away. But here I am, still trying to have a normal life. Trying to convince myself that vampires aren't worth giving up the life I've led up until now. But the truth is, I feel guilty giving this up. Makes sense. It makes me think about that conversation I had with Goto Psyche. Yeah, that's his name. Goto Psyche. To put it in his terms, education is an investment to one's future. Abandoning the future for little safety now would be getting my priorities backwards. And my future for a little safety would be... I mean, true, but, I mean, if you're not safe, you ain't going to have no future. Like, besides, I'm living on the Tohno family's dime. I owe it to them to at least show up to school. It's not my duty, it's my obligation. Okay, I guess that's true. Psyche. I don't know if I'm being overly compliant. Or stubborn. Or just stupid. Did I move that? No, I didn't move that. Okay. Okay, Master told me to become a person who does what he thinks is right. I tend to follow her advice. Having a normal life like this is part of that too. I'll squint my eyes at the sun flickering through the window. There's only 20 minutes left until the end of fourth period. Fifth period will be my last class for the day. My thoughts drift to how I'll be working with Arc again once night falls. The face out in the window's reflection smiles back at me. I wipe the stupid grin off my face. He's smiling. He's excited. He's looking forward to it. Nighttime patrols aren't for fun. Why am I smiling like an idiot? It's a night date. That's why. Someone in the schoolyard? Wait, what? Is he daydreaming? There's got to be a limit to my daydreaming. I've even started hallucinating about her now. I can practically see her gracefully crossing the schoolyard. No, she is there. What? Wait, are you freaking kidding me? I lean over a little and get a better look, carefully not to interrupt class or be noticed for that matter. Please tell me my eyes are playing tricks on me. She's over here posing too. Nope, not a hallucination. Regrettably, I'm still sane. Any way you cut it, this is reality. Why did she show up? This is the question. So the question becomes whether that damn vampire has gone completely bonkers. What am I supposed to do? What is she planning? Will my school life be able to survive if I leave her unsupervised? Find out next time. It sounded like it was like an ending to like a chapter. Okay, deep breaths. Like a cliffhanger. Okay, calm down. Everything's alright. Okay. The other students haven't noticed, and I don't hear any nearby classes making a fuss. Thankfully, it looks like she's only visible from this classroom. This goddamn weapon of mass destruction. Cradling in my head, I curse her with all my heart. But that isn't going to help me fix this mess. There's 20 minutes until lunch. I can't even imagine the chaos she could wreck with that much. He really does view her as like a weapon of mass destruction, which is crazy. Ow. What? Intercept her with all I've got. Focus on class with all I got. Ignore her with all I've got. Well, I feel like if she notices you, she's gonna do something to get your attention. Maybe. Focus on class with all I've got. Intercept her. To like say, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom with my stomach anemia. I don't know. Make some excuses. I say intercept her, but also because I want to see her. The goddess of war favors me the swift. This growing calamity needs to be nipped in the bud. I should get her out of here before she causes some kind of trouble. Though I doubt it.
気持ち貧血なので保健室に行ってきます。
Hands balled into fists, I single-mindedly make my way to the door. There's no time to wait for the teacher's permission. I slip out of the room while everyone's still trying to register what happened. Oh, everyone's like, oh, dang, Shiki. You must really want to go to the nurse's office.
あ、来た来た。そんな全力で走ってくるなんて、仕切ったら元気なんだ。
Look at her ready to greet him. I mean, wait, if he waited till lunch too, that would also draw more attention as well. Focus on class, yeah. So, yeah, I think this was the best choice. I mean, for now. Okay, I start her gobsmacked. When did she get here? She must have looped all the way around from the schoolyard to the courtyard. Thank goodness there aren't any classrooms facing this direction.
でも、学校って狭くてシンプルなんだね。外から見た感じ、もっと硬くて頑丈で、アリ塚みたいにバーッと広がってると思ったのにな。
Like, we'll just keep going once you get here.
これじゃ普通の建物だよね。うん、子犬っぽい感じで私は好きだけど。
お前、ちょっと来い。
That's how she made. There's no time for pleasantries. I take Ark's hand and start running without another word. Shiki, you're way more nervous, man, than you need to. A destination behind the gym, far away from prying eyes. We'll stand out too much if I lead her out the main gate. The back entrance is my best bet.
ちょっと、こんなところに連れ込んでどういうつもり？
Why is she here, though?
ここ、全然面白くない。
Arc isn't happy, but it's not like any part of the campus is fun in the first place.
どういうつもりか。そりゃこっちのセリフだ。
100%.
お前歩く爆弾かなんかなのか。
I mean, even if she was just going on a stroll, like, yo, she's like trespassing, like.
歩く爆弾って私が？
I mean, your viewpoint on Shiki is still wild.
そうだよ。それでも控えめな描写だよ。
She replaces the. Oh, who's calling? Who is this? I don't know who you are. Okay, yes, that's putting it lightly.
あのな、なんだって昼間から歩き回って、かつ俺の学校にやってきてるんだ。
She replaces the teacher.
お前、
That's wild.
昼間は弱くなるんだろう。傷だって治ってないよな。
Goofy.
なら、
Okay.
夜までおとなしく休んでいるのが吸血鬼ってやつじゃないのか。
Oh, that's true. Her injuries as well. Well, I guess
それはそうだけど。
she can't sit still.
シキが手伝ってくれるんだし、昼間のうちに手がかりを見つけておこうかなって。
Finding clues during the daytime.
昨日みたいにシキに無駄なことはさせられ。
Oh, and your clues led you to school.
それこそ
Interesting.
余分な気遣いだっての。協力すると言った以上、どんな作業だって一緒にやるんだからよ。俺を心配させて楽しいのか、お前は。
See, you're the one who's worrying yourself, man.
ごめんなさい。
いや、分かってくれればいいって。アルクエイド。
Hmm?
だから心配させてごめんなさい。
He's not expecting that. I could swear I just heard my heart emit a single audible thump. I never thought she'd apologize. Honestly, I was expecting this to escalate. What am I supposed to do if she's looking at me like that?
でもシキも悪いんだよ。下からずっと見てたのに私に気がついてくれないんだもの。
She was trying to get his attention.
どこから中に入っていいのかわからないし、いっそのことシキのいるとこまで駆け上がるところだったんだから。
Okay, Shiki, it was good for you to intercept. It's like,
いや、待て。駆け上がるって、3階の俺の教室
how
ま
about
で。
trying not to draw attention? Like,
ええ、デコボコもあって足場には困りそうにないし、飛びやすいでしょ。
I take it back. She's as clueless as ever.
助かった。そんなことされてたら授業どころの話じゃなかった。
I let out a relieved sigh. She probably went mostly unnoticed out the
とに
schoolyard.
かく反省したんならいい。それで、うちの学校に何の用なんだよ。
Yep, clues.
手がかりを探しているとか
Shiki.
言って
Good,
たけ
good.
ど。
I'm glad he circled back to that.
何ってただの調査よ。ローラー作業ってやつ？死者の気配がないんだもの。足で手がかりを見つけないとね。
Oh, okay.
それはご苦労様。 今が夜だったらなお言うことない
Can't
けど
sense
な。
any of the dead. Huh.
次からは気をつけるわ。それでこの辺りを歩いているうちに四季の匂いがして、そういえばここって四季の通っている学校なんだって気がついたら
You're
つ
following
い
your scent, man.
校庭に入ってきたと。猫かと思ったけど犬かお前は。
You were like a dog.
失礼ね。ちゃんと確証があったからやってきたのよ。他の場所に比べてここは死者の気配がないんだもの。どんなものか実際に見ておかないとまずいでしょ。
Hmm.
いやまずくないだろ。死者の気配がないんなら関係ないってことなんだから。実際学校では事件も事故も起きないし、夜になると誰もいなくなる。死者が人間を襲おうとしたら学校じゃなく街に出るだ
Look,
ろ。
this would make a perfect place for a hideout, though. Like, you wouldn't expect it.
まあそういえばそうだ
Or,
けど。
okay, never mind. I'm trying to back her
こ
up,
こ
but
に異常なんかないよ。
Shiki's making some
吸
logical
血鬼の
points.
気配はわからないけど、俺だって死を見る目を持ってるんだ。
But I have my eyes.
死者が歩いてればメガネをつけていても異常だって気がつくし。
Even with their glasses on. What?
分かったわ。
Alright, okay, I see what he means. Never mind.
四季がそう言うんならここに異常はないかもしれ
I
ない。
was thinking about like the lines and stuff still, but okay, then maybe you're
ない
right.
かもしれないじゃなくてないんだって実際。
Arc doesn't look convinced.
やば、昼休みになっちゃったか。
Now that students will start wandering outside, a hiding spot behind the gym just got a lot less
とにかく
secure.
これ以上ここにいられると騒ぎ。ちゃんと約束は守るから、お前は早く帰って体を休めておくこと。今日の夜にも敵とやらに出会うかもしれないんだから。
ふーんなんだか私を追い出したいみたいな口ぶりね、四季。そんなにここにいられると迷惑？
迷惑じゃないけど、いろいろ頭が痛いんだよ。気に入ったならまた都合のいい時に案内してやるから、今は早く外に出てくれ。
I push Arc from the back. She did not want to leave. Arc makes to leave, though it does seem like there's a word or two she'd still like to say. Phew. The tension finally drains from my body as I sigh. I should go eat something to build up some energy for tonight. Did I just hear a sound from behind the bicycle rack? Someone listening in? I casually walk to the shadowy section at the back. There's no one here. It was probably just a stray cat or something. Someone's eavesdropping, man. Oh, it's probably just the wind. Bro, you sound like some NPC in some video game. some enemy NPC be like, oh, just the wind, huh? Oh, man. Okay, I find Arihiko in the classroom after I get back from lunch. He wasn't here in the morning, so I'm guessing he just came to eat.
Oh, Tohno, hayosu!
It's too much energy, man. Arihiko has got no shame, even when he comes unfashionably late. If rumors of Arc had spread through the school, then this guy would have definitely given me hell. I'm lucky that Arc actually went home.
なんすかその冷め切った目。かわいそうだけど、サイン券抜かれたら1枚10円で売られる CD なんだね。みたいな目で人を見るのやめてくれない？
そうか、悪かった。ちょっと一悶着あって疲れてる
He
さ。
actually had an eventful day so far. First, the whole interaction with
次から気を
Akiha.
つけるよ。
Then he's leaving the house, seeing Ando and the little kid. He's trying to have a regular day at school. Sees Arc. Man, his morning has been something else.
マジっすか？でも隠すべきは今の発言の方ですよ。
Arihiko chatters away as he walks over to his desk, and right past it toward the class's rear exit. This guy's actually going to eat lunch and then dip.
じゃ、今日も一日ご苦労さん。俺はネット越しにたくさんの仲間とちょっと世界を救ってくるわ。
What? This guy. Arihiko heads for the door with a grin. How is his grades? Before he
No.
leaves.
北口駅前が物騒だって前に言ってたけど、それ以外にヤバめなところって言えばどこだ？
He might have some info. I'll throw out the question on a whim.
なんだい突然に。北口デパート並みにヤバめなスポットなんてそうそうねえぞ。強いて言うならあれか
The abandoned hospital.
静かな廃病院じゃねえか
Okay.
2年前までヤンキーどもの集会場になってたものの今じゃ誰も寄りつかなくなったってい
Check out that
う
abandoned hospital, maybe.
静かって2駅隣のか。でも廃墟が物騒なのは当然というか、普通誰も寄りつかないだろう。
いやだからさ、誰もいなくなったんだよ。ある日を境にぱったりとそのヤンキーどもの姿がな。
Bunch of people went missing.
30人近い行方不明者ってことで今でも捜索願いが出されてる。ま、こっちは怪談レベルの話で北口みたいな暴力沙汰じゃ
Just
ね
a
えけど
ghost
な。
story.
今じゃ不老者も住み着かない行政の不良債権みたいな場所だよ。
Squire's touch it, huh? Okay, so Shiki looking for some leads. Our homeroom class is having a surprisingly difficult time deciding what to do for the school festival next month. Oh, the school festival's coming up? Oh yeah, I forget. He has like school activities. Turns out the girls and boys are split, so we decided to delay our decision to next week. What are the decisions? Someone to know. After school activities are canceled, and all students are leaving early. Yeah, school festival. That must be fun. There's no point spacing out in the classroom. What should I do? Oh man, you give me choices. See, they always, when I least expect it, every time. Okay, what we got here? What were they? I should go check out that abandoned hospital. I'll go back to the mansion and prepare for tonight. When you say go to check out that abandoned hospital, you're going by yourself? Hold on, let me fix this. No way, Jose. I don't think, if you're going to check out that abandoned hospital, I don't think you should go by yourself. Like, I'll go back to the mansion, prepare for tonight. Yeah, I think that's a better plan, to be honest. I'm gonna go to the mansion. That's what I would do. I'm not gonna go by myself, unless he was going to invite Arc with him. But Ariko's story piqued my interest. But ultimately, we're talking about a dump 2 whole stations away from. I mean, definitely it has anything to do with the vampire that's terrorizing our town. When you say it like that, then I mean, I think it's suspicious. I don't think you should go by yourself. I'm not exactly in the best shape either, so I'll just head back to the mansion and wait until night falls. If they said check out the abandoned mansion, they said mansion? Hospital with, alright, then I'd go with that, but... I arrived back at the mansion. The sun still hasn't set, which means Akiha likely isn't home yet.
今朝から怒ったままだろうな。
100%. This would be far from the first time I've pissed her off, of course. I've been nothing but trouble since I came back. I'd like to tell her what's going on, but there's no way she'd believe this vampire stuff. Guess there's nothing left except to keep playing the part of the good-for-nothing brother.
お帰りなさいませ、四季様。
So yeah, man.
ただいま翡翠。わざわざ出迎えてくれてありがとう。秋葉はまだ帰ってきてない。
はい。今夜は特別遅くな
Late
い
today.
とのことですので、ご勇
Oh, okay. Huh? I wanted to at least give some kind of excuse for it before. I just head back to my room and rest
四
then.
季様。
何翡翠。
Yeah, what's up, Hisui? Hisui casts a fleeting glance over to the lobby before continuing.
つかぬことをお伺いしますが、四季様は今夜もお出かけになるのでしょうか。
Unrelated. Oh, yes. Hisui looks me straight in the eye. She's seen right through my plan, though that doesn't surprise me. Hisui already knows that I've been leaving my room at night. It's only natural for her to assume I'd do it again. Problem is now is how I respond to this question. As a servant, she wants to know what time I'll be home, but telling her is the same as telling Akiha. My response needs to be well thought out. No, you Shiki, you're how you word it is going to be crap regardless. Like, let me stop. Tell her the truth. Lie to her. She's going to see through your lie? I feel like regardless, when it comes to stuff like this, I feel like regardless, Shiki's not going to win. I'll tell her the truth. I'll lie to her. I don't feel bad lying to Hisui, and I don't think she'll believe the lie anyway, so I might as well just tell the truth. Maybe I should lie though. Nah. I tell her the truth. Even if I lied, I wouldn't be able to keep the truth from Hisui or Kaku for long. And she already suspects they'd be leaving at night anyway, like... So I may as well let her know I'll be out for out tonight.
実はこれから何日か夜は出かけることになる。
Maybe she'll be able to help prepare. I
でも
don't know.
誓って悪い遊びをしているわけじゃない。秋葉には嫌われる一方だろうけど、途中でやめることはできないんだ。
Honesty is the best policy, as they say, but not always. That's right. This is dangerous, mysterious vampire terrorizing our city, and Arc is the only one who can do something about it. Above all, Soya is my home. I just can't ignore what's
翡
going
翠に
on.
も迷惑をかけるけど、しばらくは見過ごしてくれると助かる。0時になったら帰ってくるから、玄関の鍵だけ開けておいてほしい。
Well, at least we have our back, or not?
私たちに理由は話せないというのですね。
So, you just trust me, Hisui. Trust me.
そうだ。
Trust in Shiki.
ごめんな、翡翠。だらしないやつだと思って、今は何も聞かないでほしい。
いえ、四季様は私の主人です。主人をだらしない方と蔑む使用人はおりません。
Hey, yo, Hisui's just the best right now. Hisui speaks dispassionately, her face as blank as ever. That's all there is to that, I guess. Yeah, she said, hey, by all means, you know, I'm here to serve you, so... I nod my head to Hisui and start up the lobby stairs.
お待ちください。
Oh, she's not done! I pause. Hisui calls out to me, her muted voice, like never before.
その差し出がましいことなのですが、
Hisui clenches her hand as she looks towards over... Oh yeah,
四季
what?
様
What's
さ
that
えよろしけ
expression?
れば夜に出かけることを
What?
秋葉様
She's
に
even
お
gonna
渡
go
しす
that
ることがで
far?
きます。
Oh man.
それって、口裏を合わせてくれ
I
る
was not
ってこと
expecting that. Usually I expect that from Kohaku considering how she is, but
夕食後、秋葉様はお部屋からお出になることは稀です。就寝前の見回りは私と姉さんがしておりますから、
okay.
その報告を怠ってしまえば、四季
いや、そりゃ助かる。
Yeah, yo, this is
Pascal,
great.
いいのか。
But you're truthful to her. You're
秋
truthful
葉は
to
二
her.
人の雇い主じゃないか。
私の主人は四季様だと申し上げたはずですが、
Man, he's sweet. Okay, I don't know about this, but I'm suddenly very happy and I decided to tell the truth. Not only did she listen to my crappy reasoning, but she's even offering to aid
あり
me.
がとう、翡翠。そうしてくれると、と
Got
ても
my
助かる。
back. Let's go.
それでは今夜からはこちらのカード
Oh,
キー
I
を
get
ご
the
利用
key
ください。
card. I get the key
秋
card.
葉
Let's
様の見
go.
つけで屋敷の正門の暗証を変えたのです。
Oh, she changed the card. Of course, she changed the
こ
card.
ちらのカードキーでしたら深夜でも正門の鍵は外れます。
お、さすが秋葉。
Aki was quick with that. She said, I can't leave it unlocked for you, so okay. And ruthless. That was close. If I had left without saying anything, I might not have been able to get back in.
私からの提案は以上です。夜の外出をお止めはいたしませんが、どうか怪我のないよう
Just
お
wishing
気を
him
つけて。
safety too. Hisui bids me farewell with a bow.
やった。
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hell yeah. I just got help from an unexpected source. Now I can leave the mansion without worrying Akiha. Yep. Just don't come home damaged and beat up, man. My door is closed. I thought I left it open. I got like, felt like someone's behind me for a second. Okay, I returned to my room after eating dinner by myself. It's almost 10 o'clock.
行くか。
What's that? It's time to get going. Okay. I pocket my knife and slip out of my room as quietly as possible. No one crosses my path along the way. Even the park is empty. People must really be afraid of the serial killer. Standing there, I mean, yeah, I hear the serial killer out at night and he hasn't been caught. Yeah, I'm not going to stay out at night. What the heck? Of course they're afraid. Okay, standing here there alone is the woman in white.
シキ。
お、
I don't know why, but she starts yelling the second she sees me.
なんだよ。もしかして時間間違えたか？
そう、もう何時だと思ってるのよ。約束の時間を10分も過ぎちゃってるじゃない。
Dang, talk about 10 minutes, man. You were not punctual. 10 minutes? I couldn't have been here at 10 even if I had sprinted from the mansion. So I guess Ark was here right on
ああ、
time.
悪かったよ。こっちもなんとか10時に合わせたかったんだけど、こっそり出かけるのに思いのほか手間取ったんだ。お前が携帯を持ってたら。
As convenient as it would have been to send her a message, the sheer absurdity of texting a vampire pulls me back to reality. Yeah, honestly, I can't see her owning a phone either.
いや、なんでもない。
Does she even know how to work like any technology? When you think about it, like,
次からはちゃんと時間を
well,
厳
she
視
knows
す
how
る
to。cook, so
今回は多めに見てくれ。
kind of. Whatever that mesh she was making the other day.
もうこれから殺し合いに行くのに全然自覚がないみたいね、あなたは。
He is kind of lax about it. She puffs up her cheeks in anger. She's not in a good mood. I wonder if it's because she got here early.
なあ、アルクエイド。何時からここで待ってたんだ？
She's oh no, I just got here myself, you know, at the time you said, you
私
know.
私は起きてからすぐここに来たから、やってきたのは7時ぐらいかな。
Dang, she was
7
here
時
early.
って、じゃあ3時間以
3
上も待ってたのか。
hours. What was she thinking coming so early? So he's hanging out with her at 10. So he said he'll be back by midnight. So okay.
なんか
I
お
guess
か
they
し
could
い
get a
み
lot
た
done
い
in 2 hours.
私。
Ark mumbles as if she's a little surprised about it herself.
まあ、遅れた俺も悪いけど、そっちにだって問題はあるぞ。約束の時間より前に来て、勝手に待たれても困る。
Yeah, that's on you.
それとこれとは別問題でしょ。式が遅れたってことは変わらないんだから。
You still late in the end,
それ
so
はそうだけど、しかし、なんだって3時間も待ってたんだ。間違えてきたにしろ、それだけあれば
That's true,
部屋に
she
戻
could
って
have.
いてもよかったじゃないか。
そんなの私にだってわからないわ。なんとなく楽しいし、このまま式を待っていてもいいかなって思
she's
ってた
also
ら、
looking forward
い
to
つ
your
の間
night
にか
date,
10時になっ
man.
てただけなんだから。
楽しかったって。
さあ、自分にだってわからないって言ったでしょ。
Both of them don't
式に
realize their
殺され
feelings
た
for
せいかしら
another.
ね。私、体のどこかが壊れて治ってないみたい。自分でおかしいって思うんだけど、体のどこがどうしておかしいのか点でわからないんだもの。
I'm not sure how to respond. I can't do much except apologize. I was the one who caught her up in 17 pieces or something isn't right with her. So if something isn't right with her, it's probably entirely my fault. It's always your fault, man.
まあいいわ。
If there's
時
a
間もなく
problem,
なっ
if
ちゃったし、
anyone's at fault, it's
無駄
always gonna be
話をしてい
Shiki.
る
Like,
暇なんてないものね。
I wish wait a minute, chat.
ああ
Yeah.、
そう言ってもらえると実に助かる。
Indeedo.
でも次も遅れるようなことになったら、その時は直接家に迎えに行くわ。
それはダメ。
Please don't
約
do
束は
that.
ちゃんと守る。
Man,
けど、不
these
測の事態はいつで
treading
も起きるだろう。
on thin water,
時間
so
に遅れるなんての
I don't know
は
the saying.
その最たるもの
He's
じゃ
on
ない
a
か。
thin wire rope. Yeah,
なんで
it's-
間違っても二度とうちには来ないように。ただでさえ秋葉に誤解されたままなんだ。これ以上引っかき回されたらマジで部屋を犬小屋にされかねない。
For real. I wouldn't be surprised.
アキハって式に全然似てない妹さんのこと？
似てないは余計だけど、そうだよ。
I like how she pointed that out.
そうなんだ。式はそんなに妹さんが怖いの？
He's like, yeah, the one who doesn't look anything like you.
あのな、どこの世界に妹を怖がる。
Bro, Shiki, don't lie. Don't lie. Come on. Afraid of his own little sister? I think the words, but choose to bite my tongue. I wouldn't say I'm afraid of Akiha, but I do find it difficult to interact with her.
単に妹には余計な心配をさせたくないだけだよ。昔
That's
か
fair.
らあいつには迷惑をかけてきたか
Okay.
ら、できるだけこのまま何も知らないままでいてほしい。
Yeah, I'd also want to not burden her with any of his.
なるほど。
of
あの
his,
妹さんには優しいのね、シキは。
基本的に俺は誰にでも優しくしているよ。最近になって例外が一人できちまっただけで。
それって私のことだ。
The way they're interacting right now is so funny.
今のは皮肉で言ったんだけど。
It was, and she just laughed that
褒めた
off.
んじゃなくて悪口ってやつな。
It wasn't.
そうなの？でも私は式の例外ってことでしょ。私ね、そういうの嫌いじゃないんだ。
I mean, if you flip it around into a positive perspective, I mean, that does make it seem like you're special compared to everyone else he interacts with, so. Arc is still smiling. It's a carefree smile like that of a child. My body feels weirdly hot. My temperature must have gone up. She's going to overwhelm me completely if I don't take my eyes off her, so I make a show of turning my head
本
away.
題に入ろう、アルクエイド。
Yep. Let's get down to
昨日
business.
と同じように吸血鬼探しをするんだろ。
と、そうだったわね。今夜はメガネは外さなくていいから、私の後についてきて。
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I don't want you passing out on me yet. We wander the dark city. Arc seems to have a place in mind, but because she hasn't shared anything, it almost feels like a midnight stroll.
今夜はピンポイントで見てもらうわ。まずは騒がしい方ね。
Okay. She leads us to the commercial district near the station. We traverse the sleepless night, rich and vibrant, even past 10. It's a veritable exhibition of modern culture, a buffet of light and sound. A white shadow, unchanged after untold creatures, makes her way through the city that's painted anew seemingly every few months. Untold centuries might be an overstatement. The phrase only came to mind because I've heard that vampires are immortal and
シキ、
long-lived.
あのビルを見て。6階建ての細い方。入っていく人間たちに線は見える？
Can you see lines on the people
普
inside?
通だな。死者は出入りしてない。
外れね。次に行きましょう。はい、メガネかけて。先は長いんだから、あんまり無理しないように。
Oh, so thoughtful. As she mentioned this afternoon, Arc has a good idea of where the zombies patrol. She wants to check out 6 places. The first 2 were a bust. The third spot, a building with rentable offices paid off. One of the security guards entering an unused office was an absolute cluster of lines. Arc understood from just looking at my face. She had me wait in the hall while she entered the room, exiting casually until just a minute later. I read that terribly. Security guards entering. Okay.
ごめんなさい。ここも外れ。低級の式だった。この辺りは昨日借り尽くしたから、完全に警戒されたわね。
Arc shrugs. She hides it well, but I sense that she feels discouraged.
何よ、ニヤニヤして。私の失敗が楽しいの？
Yeah, no, yes.
いや、違うよ。
He's just like watching you.
いつも気楽なお前でも気を落とすことがあるんだなって。
それどういう意味？私だって人並みに壊したり潰したりしますよだ。
I wish she'd phrased that as happy and sad, but that's just too tall in order for this vampire princess. We sneak out of the building and make for our next destination. It's just before midnight. We see fewer pedestrians and the neon lights begin to shut off one by one. Car taillights pass us by. Arc steps in time with them as if to follow them home. We've now investigated 5 spots with no avail, which means we only have 1 chance left. We seem to be headed to a residential area. Arc doesn't say anything, but I get the idea that she was saving this one for last for a reason.
しかし、分かってはいたけどまだるっこしいな。足で調査するしかないなんて。
Yeah, foot too.
昔から吸血鬼退治は面倒なものだもの。 町のどこかにある親元の棺を探し当てるんだから、そう簡単には終わらないわ。
And I mean, at the same time too, you're also resting up in a way, so.
そっか、ならいいって別に嫌がってるわけじゃないぞ。単にアルクエイドも大変だなって思っただけで。
私は別に大変じゃないよ。決められた作業だもの。
All I can manage in response is, Arc is all business when it comes to hunting vampires. She'll do whatever it takes as long as it produces results. Just because she can leap 10 meters in the air doesn't mean she's itching to skip the legwork. Now that I think about it, it was the same when I first met her. She had fully integrated into my human society during our search for vampires. Even though she could have done what Wolf did, if she'd felt like it.
ってなんだよ、人の顔をジロジロ見て。
Why is she looking back at him like that?
ちゃんと前を向いてないと転ぶぞ。
やっぱりこれって不思議なことよね。ねえ、四季は私といて平気なの？吸血鬼退治とか怖くないの？
Well, that's kind of sudden.
はあ？
Yeah, like what? A baffled grunt escapes my throat. She's asking me this now? Am I okay with being with her? I don't even have to think about it.
別に平気かどうかなんてただの襟好みだろ。俺たちは利害が一致した協力関係なんだし。そりゃ吸血鬼は
Yeah, for
怖
the
いけど
common goal, yeah.
町のためなら我慢するぞ。
Ark accepts my answer with a faint nod. The conversation stops there. We walk through the empty streets in silence. We're far from the station now. These 2 hours haven't been very productive, but somehow it doesn't feel like we've wasted our time. And if we didn't address the root of the problem, we've at least stopped it from getting worse today. That must be the reason behind this strange sense of accomplishment.
でも気を使わなくていいのはいい。
I finally give voice to a feeling I'd never expressed.
四季？
だから気楽だってこと。俺はその根本的にろくでなしだからさ。
What? Huh? I feel truly at ease. This came from nowhere. Okay. So everything I see is broken. How I look at the world is polluted. I shouldn't be here. When I'm with her, it feels like the conclusions I've come to these past 7 years begin to fade.
ねえねえ、それってつまり私が四季を楽しくさせてるってこと？
逆。あのな、おっかない吸血鬼と一緒なんだぞ。災難極まってるだろ。
おっかないってどの辺が？
Yeah, well,
山ほどある。
plenty.
殺しても生き返ってひたすら追いかけてくる
That
とか。
okay, he's not wrong about that. I wouldn't use the word crazy. I say that it's kind of bizarre. Well, that's like
ガムテープとかビルの屋上まで駆け上がるところとか、
I'm just using another synonym.
駅前をお釈迦にするところとか。
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. And you gave everything you had to protect me and the town from Vlov's ice.
岩盤をちゃぶ台返しするところとか、人の体によくわかんないものを塗りつけたりとか、あと昼間に学校に来るところとか。
She did that weird stuff onto him, and you show up at my school in the middle of the day.
はい、そこまでで結構です。四季の気持ちはよくわかりました。
I mean, you asked for it, so.
いいのか？まだもうちょっとだけあるぞ。
Yeah, he has more?
いいわよ、自覚あるから。なんだ、どうせ私は吸血鬼ですものね。
I wanted to hear her say, I was looking forward to that. Maybe she did say it, bye. Oh, Ark picks up her pace, walking briskly ahead of me.
待てってば。お前が本気になったら追いつかないぞ、俺。
I follow her half jogging. Turns out our sixth destination was just up ahead. Which location is this? There it is, in the middle of the neighborhood. A typical 4-story apartment complex, nothing out of the ordinary. There look to be 4 apartments per floor, with lights visible in most of their windows. The people who live here are still awake, spending their time as they please. But as someone looking in from the outside, there's no way of knowing whether that involves any shady business. Ooh, you good, man? I look at the lines. The strain it puts on my brain makes me nauseous. This place seems wrong. There's nothing unusual about the lines running across the building, but it feels somehow lifeless. There's something unnatural about the brightness emanating from the interior, or from the strangely concentrated lines of death scrawled across the woman just now entering the apartment complex.
そうやっぱり当たりね。
Of course, it's the last place they go to, where she was saving it for towards the ending. So, okay, instead of going to the entrance of the apartment complex, Arc heads down the slope leading to the underground garage. The garage is guarded by a metal shutter.
普通のマンションだけど、ここなのか、アルク。
ええ。
Bro, you just said
こ
something
のシ
felt
ャッタ
off
ー
about it,
人
so...
よけと消臭の結界がかかってる。あれはカメラかな。私の姿を捉えてるけど、中の死者たちにもう逃げる時間はない。昼間、私一人でやってきていたら逃げられていたでしょうけど。
Bending down, she places her hands under this shutter. Is she really going to pull the shutter up by...
シキ、このシャッター切れる？
そりゃ切れるけど、いいのか？
ええ、私よりシキが敵に。無理やり開けると警報が鳴るでしょ。
Good point. Arc is pretty good at keeping her cool under pressure.
シキはガレージの入り口にいて。ここが巣なら、中には10体近いアンデッドがいるはず。
And she's like, you ain't ready for that, Shiki.
相手が1体だけならシキの方が強いけど、2体以上になると不利でしょうから。
別に俺はそこまで。まあいいか。
Yeah, Shiki. Exactly, man. Just know your limits, man. Know your limits. I think you could probably take out 3, maybe. Will depend. Well, I'm being optimistic with him. But she's saying, well, okay. Anyways, I cut along the line on the shutter. Nice. Metal sheets concentrate with a clatter. I peer into the pitch black through the opening I just cut.
なんだこの匂い。
Ugh. A foul stench hits my nostrils. The garage reeks of rotten meat, rotting meat and rancid blood. Oh man, they just start moving. I see several squirming clusters of lines within. The sound of the shutter being sliced open seems to have caught their attention. There are 22 of them. With this many undead, there's no doubt that the sire is here with them
アルクエ
too.
イド、予想より数が多い。ここが根城なんだろう。ならやっぱり俺も。
ここは根城じゃないわ。ただの食堂よ。
Yoshiki he was like, it's go time. Nah.
大丈夫。
Dang.
起きたばっかりの節なんて虫みたいなものだし。シキはそこで待ってて。すぐ片付けちゃうから。
This is the light work. Dang. Oh, do we get to see it? Yeah, exactly. My brain has difficulty keeping up with the incomprehensible scene in front of me. Something so beautiful yet grotesque. Like a figure skater performing in the graveyard full of decay. A throng of undead approaches their guest. She conducts a symphony of snapped bones with a single swing of her arm. The cacophony of fangs clattering to find their prey. The sound of splitting flesh, and somehow, even within the mist of gore, a white shadow untouched by a single fleck of blood. It takes my breath away no matter how many times I see it. Of course, these corpses don't stand a chance against her. Their abilities are too unmismatched, their viewpoints too dissimilar, their very existence reside in different dimensions. As if the word unparalleled was coined for her and her alone. To Arc, these vampires that exist only to drink blood must be no different from humans, their prey and nothing more. Another current of pain runs through my brain. It's what I get for going without my glasses for so long, but I can't put them back on yet. Exactly, not right now. Arc may have said she could take them all by Arc may have said she could take them all by herself, but there are still plenty more than 10 of them. It will take her less than a minute to deal with the rest of them at her current place, but just in case Oh! Something is wrong. Arc's movements are slowing. She hasn't been injured. The zombies can't even get closer to her in the first place. But even still, what's going on? Her face appears to distort with pain with every enemy she rends. Ooh. Something like every time she attacks them, like something else happens. All of them falls to her terrible onslaught. Next thing I know, there's only one left. This shouldn't require excessive force. The zombie of this caliber ought to perish in a single slash of her claws. And yet, perhaps seeing the fights end, the white silhouette pulverizes the humanoid, holding nothing back. Huh. She's saying they're light work, but he's like, dang, it looks like you're going all out on them. It's over. Standing center stage of the carnage is Arc. Her breathing still ragged. She's finally loosens her shoulders. That idiot. I don't know what was going on in that head of hers, but she's exhausted too much of her strength. She could have used a tenth of what she used just now and still finish things without breaking a sweat. A quietly call her name from the entrance.
あ、どう？見ててくれたしき。今夜はこれで終わりだし、あなたの前だし、いつもより張り切ってやっちゃった。
So you're trying to show off? Like
お前な、こんな物騒な張り切っちゃったとか初めて聞いたぞ。
It's the understatement of the century, huh? I sigh. She really is a troublemaker. How am I supposed to respond to the idea that she just wanted to show off to me?
まあ、確かにちょっと見とれたのは事実だ。
That was... Oh! Ew! That was... Ew! Ew! What? The cheerful mood is cut short. My thoughts cease, my mind blanks. Something strange and unspeakable draws my attention. When did that thing get there? Or rather, how long have I failed to see it? A panther appearing... Oh yeah, no, it's been once since seen the panthers too. Okay, a panther appearing in the back alley. Flaming corpses. Dead things in the form of human beings. I've seen my share of abnormalities these past few days, or experienced a lot of things for the first time. And yet, those things were based on reality. They were variations on what I know, mere extensions of common sense. This thing is different. The area it exudes is too irregular. I know, that thing looked ugly. In the back, like, its classification too deviant. Its very existence is born of something indecent process. It belongs neither here in Soya nor in Arc's world. Like, seriously, that low-key was like... Just yuck. Honestly, I'm trying to think of like the words to say about that. Just yuck is all I could say. It's shaped like a person. Its stench is like that of the zombies. It's humanoid as is. It's discarded as any... That's nasty. Okay, discarded any claims as a Homo sapiens. I don't sense any respiratory functions. I can't see how it would react to life. Yet my instincts grasp at this beast is built to be a predator. Yeah, it looks huge too. It looks... I don't like it. Okay, while I've never seen anything like it, it does remind me of something I know. A spider. Yeah, I'm noticing that too with the eyeballs. In fact, now you know they have the... you know the thing spiders have, like the... What am I thinking? The word I'm looking for. Okay, my mind is still frozen. I still can't remember how to work my throat. Oh, how to speak, yeah. The muscles in its abdomen flex and ripple. Okay, low-key, okay. It may look a little disgusting, but that was kind of cool. Now we got tentacle monsters. Okay, a massive bulging flesh isn't body fat, but many muscular arms. Strangely fleshy tubes like writhing invertebrates. Yeah. And the moment I recognize it for what it is.
Arcueid!
I shout. Arc turns around, sensing the aberration behind her. The monster's tentacle shoots like a whip, crackling at the back of Arc's neck. It's quick, but not quite quick enough to catch Arc completely off guard. Okay. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. In another world. Arc's claws fly to meet the limb of flesh. The same claws that cut through the zombies... I say the spiders. The zombies' flesh as easily as a scrap paper. Oh. But her rendering claws are unable to sever the scourging tendril. Rather than deflecting whip keeps its inertia brutally lashing across the woman's back. Oh man, it'd be painful. I hear a trigger fire at the back of my skull. This zombie is an aberration. Yeah, that's one thing. Its skin is unusually resilient. Yeah, that's another. The zombie is on a different level of repugnance. That's yet another. But more than anything else, its second and third arms threaten to come down and end Arc's life. No way. That's stupid. She's stupid. That's stupid. She's stupid. If she hadn't pushed herself, she would never have gotten into this position. This is ridiculous. She's injured again. Cornered, up against the wall. Her breathing is ragged. She's taking hits even I could avoid. Then do something! Thank God I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm not wearing my glasses. I probably would have broken them in anger if I was. The aberration leaps into the air, seemingly enjoying itself. A vulgar grin pulls at its lips. Having found prey, it wouldn't normally be able to hunt. Ooh, that's mine. It's my fault. That's my job. I'm going to kill her. I brought her down, but she still forgave me. Trash like me, who killed her for a simple pleasure, and now. Ooh! Don't touch her with those disgusting things. Okay, Shiki, you mad? I cut without thought, without wasted movement, like an animal driven by pure instinct. Am I running? Is it chasing me? That's fine, there's no hesitation in my steps. A second strike from the beast, short and fast, unlike the first, the equivalent of a jab in boxing, an action that maximizes speed with minimal movement, not particularly powerful, but too fast for the eye to register, too fast to react to. But he was able to react, but that's not an issue for me. I can't dodge it, I can't just cut through it. Ooh, okay. I pursued the figure in front of me, a crimson cluster of tightly packed lines of death. Without even a thinking, I'm slashing a potent line. There goes its left leg, dead, despite how worried I'd been of it before. Now with all I have left to fear is its bite. But I'm already close enough to reach. I stabbed the point, thrumming just up to the right of its navel. Yo, Killer Bee, what's up? There are no death throes. Shiki turned up! Okay, the aberration simply collapsed to the ground like a mechanical doll with its batteries removed. Okay, Shiki. I like that. He's like, how dare you hurt my Arcueid? Arcueid. I finally let out a deep breath that I've been holding all this time. I'm surrounded by lumps of rotting flesh. The thing I killed is gone, vanished into ash. Considering the bodies of the zombies killed by Arc still remain, it seems that this one was indeed special. Yeah, this thing was nasty. But I killed it. I snuffed the life out of the aberration without faltering for a second. My mind still won't process things properly. This is pure violence. A mad rush without a single thought, spared toward the lessons that Master taught me. An action fueled by the murderous rage I've tried so hard to quell. Shiki went on that murderous side, that bloodlust. regret, remorse, hatred, despair. It will all return with a vengeance once I have calmed down. But I'm fine with that. I am. As long as Arc is safe. This isn't the first time. This is the first time. Just now I used my power to save someone. In full control of myself and with no hesitation. I looked to back to find Arc breathing heavily. Her shoulders
大丈夫
trembling.
かアルクエイド
I'm at her side in an instant. She holds her heaving chest like she's in pain, like a suffering animal that knows nothing but how to grasp the air.
油断しすぎだあんな考えなしで暴れるから大丈夫か体の傷開いちまったのか
Dang, she's not saying anything. Her back is shivering. This is bad. For one, she's completely drenched in sweat. Worried that Arc hurt herself, I leaned in to take a good look, and had me worried too, man. I was like, dang, is she like, did they have to bring her home?
おい
Yeah, oi, oi.
仕切ったらけだもの。今のすごい、ちょっとすごすぎると思う。
She's like, dang, that was crazy, Shiki. Now this is just cruel. Arc wasn't doubled over in pain. She was truly trying to hold back her laughter.
嘘泣きとかお前人間社会に毒されすぎてないかというかそうだよな心配した俺がバカだった頑丈なお前があれぐらいで痛がるはずないもんな
あ、ひどい。
Oh, she's like,
痛い
hold
のは
up now.
本当だったんだから。
That's why I went away quick.
あとちょっと追い込まれていた
That did
ら
hurt.
誰かさんに切られたお腹がまた開いていたところよ。
Oh man, I'm reacting like you. I've noticed I've been doing that IRL too. Whenever someone says something, I'll be like, that's like I'm an anime character. Like, okay, that's not fair. No matter what I say, I'm still to blame. So I accept my defeat in silence.
はいはいわかりました俺が悪うございましたとも
Okay.
さっきのバカ笑いはどうあれお前が無
It's
事
funny
でよ
that
かったよ
characters do that though. Okay, my mouth opens fire before I can help myself. And after I do, she's back to wearing that usual enigmatic
なん
grin.
だよまだ何かあるのか
She's like, hey, you look cool there, Shiki.
それと嘘泣きじゃないよ。嬉しいのも本当。
My knight in shining armor.
だって四季がすごく頼りになるんだもん。
My cheeks are burning. I turn away and try to counter a sudden ambush. Oh, you flustered.
何？どうかした
Got
四
bro
季？
blushing.
どうもしてないちょっと暑いんで
It's getting hot in here. What an excuse. That was generally terrible. Though for now, I can't bring myself to look at Arc. I bring my hands to my face to hide my burning cheeks, but it only serves to heat them more. What's with that look? And what is she thinking? As if being good at killing is something to be praised. Read the room. You're evil, a witch. And why the heck am I still happy about it? I need to calm down. Chill the heck out. Oh man.
よし落ち着いたでこれからどうしよっかほらここが敵の本拠地じゃないにしても中に入って手がかりを探すとか
そうね。人が来る前に調べてもいいかも。
Oh, you good,
次
Shiki?
の手がかりはないでしょう
Put
けど
on your glasses,
他の食
please.
堂の場所が。
I can't do this. The throbbing in my chest won't calm down. Wait, what's she even saying? I was so like distracted by Shiki and his... We could look around before anything else. Yeah, I might get some clues. Okay. I'm growing more lightheaded by the second. Arc's voice feels like it's passing me by. But what am I supposed to do? Unable to be smitten, being told that with that kind of smile. The pain in my chest, the heaviness in my arms and legs, it's all because of...
四季？ちょっと大丈夫？すごい熱。あの死者、そんなに見えにくい相手だったの？
いやそんなことはなかったけどお前なんか 近くな
Okay,
い。
give him space and put them glasses back on. I can barely move my head. I'm conscious about, but my brain feels like it's stuffed with cotton, completely dulling my senses.
ここの調査はやめて休憩にしましょう。どうせ手がかりなんて残さないやつだし、今日は食堂を潰せただけで十分よ。これだけの働きありを失ったらしばらく活動はできないし、もう自分から外に出てくるしかなくなるわ。
Okay. I nod vaguely, and we leave the garage and to see a body parts within. Okay. The rest, I rest on a bench. Full feeling returns to my arms and legs after about 30 minutes. I didn't notice it myself, but it seems that staring at the aberrations lines really did a number on me. Arc stands in front of the bench. She's been staring at me since we arrived.
あのな、アルクエイド。めまいも消えたんだし、そのいかにも俺が悪いって顔はもうやめてくれ。そもそも、あの時はああでもしないと傷が開いたんだろ、お前。
That's true.
あれは言葉のあや。あんな編集ぐらい何とでもできたわ。そんなことよりあなたの体よ。昨日の話ちゃんと覚えてる？
No, I don't.
目を使いすぎるなって話だ
Oh
ろ。
yeah, no, oh yeah, that.
分かってる。俺だって廃人にはなりたくない。
鈍感にも程がある。あなたに危機感を植え付けるのは難儀そうね。ま、一番身近にして最高級の死に慣れているんだから、それも当然か。
Why is she so resentful about this? Can someone explain it to me?
最高級の恐怖なら、お前に追いかけられた時のでお腹いっぱいだよ。この目が危険だってことも、言われなくとも分かってる。
I've lived with them for 7 years now.
さっきのだって、いつもならめまいは起こさなかった。あれは単に。
I don't think it was from looking at the lines too much. I was just overwhelmed with everything with art.
単に、何？
You let your emotions get the best of you.
歩き尽くしで疲れていただけだ。お前は平気だろうけど、人間は疲れるんだよ。
それならいいけど、四季ってたまに自分を客観視しすぎてない？その魔眼のせいで自分嫌いになってるとか？
いや、自分が嫌いになれたら、目のことで悩んだりはしないだろう。言っておくけど、俺は自分のことも周りのこともやけになって見たことは一度もないよ。
I mean, that kind of is true. If anything, he's really accepted it when I think about it.
そうなんだ。ちょっと意外。
I'm sure it is. But this is a question of dignity, not having a place having a place to belong. Someone once said that even a person like me has a reason to live. That's why I don't want to fall into despair or hate myself. It may be a small thing to live my life by, but it's brought me this far.
それに、この目だってそんなに悪いことばかりでもないし、裸眼でいると色々と不都合があるけど、食欲が薄れるのは手間が省けて楽だよ。もともと小食だから相性はいいと思う。
魔眼による食欲の減少と持って生まれた消化機能の関係は私にはわからないけど。
ああ、いや、ごめん。今のは冗談というか、本気で取られると恥ずかしいというかですね。
真面目な話よ。あなたの目は後天的なものと言っていたけど、それは現れるのが遅かっただけの話かもしれない。
現れるのが遅かっただけ？
Like you were born with it, man.
ええ。超能力は突然変異体だけど、それにだって誕生する土壌が必要なの。
Oh, okay.
四季のような目を持つ先祖はいなかったとしても、似通った目を持った親はいたかもしれない。
There should have been some with something resembling.
魔術師は知識と身体回路を子供に移植するけど、あなたのような異能は後輩による遺伝子だけで伝わっていって、覚醒遺伝として現れる場合が多いから。
Oh, so if they skip generations, then yeah, I don't think he would.
後輩による遺伝子 つまり親父から？
というよりあなたの一族全体の話ね。家系の中であなただけ特別という考え方の方が不自然よ。あなたに異能があるのならあなたの家系全てが特別と考えるべき。
I can't but laugh at the question. She wants me to believe this is all genetic? That Akiha or Makihisa have eyes like mine? Well, not exactly like yours, but they may have some other things, as she was saying, right? If you have such an unusual power, it's likely, yeah, some other people have some special stuff too. I'm 100% positive that's not the case. Yeah, I don't think they have the same eyes as you, but I think they have some others, maybe some other abilities or something. Like, I'm the only weird one in the family. Besides, without my accident, I'd never have gotten these eyes in the first place. They weren't inherited at all, more like a side effect. He's still going along with that, even though she didn't explain stuff. Like,
でも
Shiki,
忠
sometimes
告
you
は
kind
受け
of
取っ
take
て
me
お
off
く。
when you with that train of thought.
ありがとう
Like,
アルクエイド。
何？いきなりかしこまって。私あなたにとって嫌な話をしたと思うんだけど。
嫌な話じゃなかったよ。全部俺の体を気遣ってくれてのことだったからさ。今日の学校での事前調査だって俺に無理させたくなかったんだろう。だからありがとう。ここまでされてやっと気がつくあたりお礼を言える立場でもないけど。でもそういうアルクエイドはどうなんだ？腹の傷本当に塞がってるん
that's
だ
a
ろう
good
な。
question. Like, what's your status like? Because honestly, I could like never tell.
そっちはちゃんと塞がってるけど、なんで？
Even if she doesn't look like she's well, she looks well.
い
Like,
やさっき調子悪そうだったから
that's true. That's true.
何もされてないのに苦しそうだったというか。
I feel a strange sting in my chest. It's not painful or anything. It's ticklish.
シキ？
いやなんだこれ。
I stick my hand into my shirt without thinking. It's slimy. Why? My fingers are coated in something thick and sticky like paint.
なんだろうなんか
The F? I pull my hand out from my shirt. From my fingers to my palm. It's slick with crimson blood. Another sting. That strange feeling again. It took me far longer than it should have to recognize it's coming from the little scar on my chest.
シキ、それ。
変だな。痛くもないし傷も開いてないのに。
Like he's kind of chill about it. He's like, oh. And she's over there like, it's so red. A bright pure red eye-catching liquid.
さっきのやつの爪がかすっていたとか。痛みはないんだし、血もこれしか滲んでこないみたいだし。気にする必要は。
Arc is staring at my hand. Or perhaps more accurately, she's utterly fixated on the crimson liquid that covers it.
アルクエイド。
She doesn't answer. Her breathing is slow and labored. Breathing, shaking breaths like it's hurting her to breathe.
おい、アルクエイド。
She says she's never drinking blood ever in her life, so...
どうした？やっぱり傷が痛んで。
Shiki, come on, connect two and two. I grab her shoulder, but when I do, she quickly brushes my hand away, fleeing my concern.
クエイド。
シキ。
She pushes out my name between her shallow breaths, and a hint of hostility ringing through her tone.
違う。私、そんなこと思ってない。
What is this? Arc looks away uneasily.
どうしたんだよ。変だぞお前。
Oh no. Oh
体
boy. It's like,
ま
it's
だ
like,
回復してない
it's
んじ
like
ゃ
for
な
a
いの
sec I'm like, oh man, it looks like everything's calming down or something, but...
そうね。ちょっと無理しすぎたみたい。だから、私帰るね。
Oh boy.
あ、
That's
あ
foreshadowing something
あ。まあ
like... Oh
どうせ
boy.
今夜はこれでおしまいだって言ってたけど。
うん。また明日、ここで待ってる。
She She's gone before I can stop her, and going after her was never an option. Without even giving me another look, she leaps into the night sky, like a rabbit hopping across the moon. Interessante. Following the road up the hill from the residential district, I eventually reached the estate's outer wall. It's a little past 2 in the morning. My fatigue is really starting to set in now.
あいつあんなんで大丈夫なのかな
You know, I was thinking about this as he got back. He was just mentioning, oh, the police are surveilling the place.
Who says he wasn't being followed by them just now? Yo! Arcs Express...
This scared the heck out of me. Seeing the figure right there?
Our expression when we parted steadily weighs in on my mind. Yo, I'm using that key card quickly and bolting to that door. She didn't seem tired or in pain, but... That's strange. There's something standing there between the street lamps where the light reaches. Thump. The first thing I feel is terror. The situation is so unnatural, so unreal, it feels like my heart will stop. Fortunately, I'm already used to things like this. Masking my quickened pulse, I quietly take my knife in hand. They're walking toward me. Thump. My blood is flowing at double its usual speed, or perhaps that's just another illusion. It's definitely a person, but I can't see anything other than that. There's something strange about this silhouette. It's getting closer. The sound of hollow footsteps. Its only exposed eye is a bloodshot and fixed on me. Thump. The blade of my knife is set loose. My other hand goes to the temple of my glasses. Yeah, he's like, okay, gotta take off their glasses. It sure crawls its way up my back like a centipede. Okay, you see some lines. One final step, a figure crosses the point of no return. That very moment, a light from the street lamp vanishes with an audible click. Even though the moon is bright tonight, the world is plunged into darkness. Thump. My heart races as if to inform me of my rapidly approaching demise. Its blade races towards my left, near the bicep. My reason will have to catch up later. I bring my knife up to meet the flash streaking across me through the darkness, deflecting it just in time. He's still recovering. The edges of the shadow's lips contort. Somehow I sense it's grinning, but I can't lose focus. I need to counter this thing. Although I'm surprised, I'm also perfectly calm. Not a second has passed since this figure first came into sight. My thoughts have ceased. Time has frozen over. I don't have a moment to waste. I'm being shocked. The clashing of our blades sends sparks flying into the night air. Though this unnatural darkness conceals us both, I can see something shining brightly within it. What the heck? Distinct glimmering junctions connecting the life underneath. I deflect the relentless blade exactly how I intend to. But there's one thing that astounds me. It's the fact that my body is able to stop these shrouded attacks so precisely, even while I'm already this exhausted. Is this my opponent's simply easy to read? That may be part of it, but it's not all. My arm is simply following the map of lines and points that my eyes see. And this is coming, and in this complete darkness, they're all I can see, so I can focus on them alone. My head, it hurts terribly. My thoughts are on fire. My chest stings. My head hurts. My scar is hot. My eyes feel like they might spill from the sockets. But this feels familiar. Something like this happened long, long ago. Yes. The body of a child covered in blood. Akiha bloodied and crying. My own blood-soaked hands. I was actually thinking about that scene the other day. I'll say my thoughts on that later. But, okay, metal crashes against metal. Pure instinct allows me to continue deflecting the blade. That was close. I blacked out there for a second. Ooh, okay. I won't let my guard down again, because I know where it's aiming. I can parry every strike before my mind even catches up. The reason is simple. It's aiming for my body lines. That's why I know where it'll aim before. It also, all I need to do is protect the lines it's most likely to be aiming for based on its posture and timing. Second I realize my enemy's strategy, I finally speak. They see them too! I know it. The figure can see the exact same thing I do. Dang it. The shadow laughs in the darkness. Its bloodshot eyes stare me down mockingly, as if to say, so you finally noticed. Blood is rapidly pumped through my body. The corners of my lips rise to a confluence of exaltation and fear. I see. Then we're on equal terms. If neither of us hits their mark, it'll be over. But that doesn't matter to me, not anymore. So what if any of its cuts could kill me? If that was enough to scare me, I wouldn't be alive right now. I think of that sheer cold and endure before. Vlov was far more impressive. This thing doesn't compare to a vampire like that, even if it might be one that arcs after war. Unlike Vlov, one slash with it hitting you, like, all things considered, I have the upper hand. Attack. I'm taking the offensive. The figure is keeping up, but is forced to dedicate everything to matching me. I can win. I don't know who this is or where they came from, but what I do know is that I'm cornering them. Yeah, Shiki is doing his thing today. Goosebumps from my skin. My heart races with the feeling of power. I can win. I'm stronger. If this thing is going to kill me, then I'll just kill them first. I deflect my opponent's attack, disarming them. I step forward with a thrust of the knife, barred like a fang at the now unprotected lines before me. But something's odd. Why don't I feel any hesitation? As if it wants me to kill him. Ooh! The street lamps flicker back on, rousing my mind from its feverish state. There's no one in front of me. The shadow I engaged in battle wasn't there. It's been flung against the estate's outer wall, impaled by a long, thin object. Ooh. I struggled to make sense of the situation. The figure that attacked me, a man apparently, was run through with a rod-like object and that flew in from the side. The impact must have flung him against the wall. No human could survive something like that. But that thing isn't human. What? His voice is hoarse. The man, his gut skewered, wheezes as he glares at the night sky. I keep my distance as I follow his gaze. And there... Oh, what? I see a familiar figure standing atop the street light.
Noeru sensei.
She's dressed like a nun. Well, she did say she goes to church. In her right hand, she holds a narrower bladed sword. In her left, an absurdly massive halberd. I recognize the shape of the former. Or to be more exact, part of my brain remembers it having entered my field of view. And on a subconscious level, I know that it's one of these swords that saved me from Vlov's icicles. Yup. I'm about to say, yeah, back then too. Our eyes meet. With the same weapon, but was it her back then too? She shoots me a smile, and in this next moment, she launches her swords at the shadowed figure. I thought she was about to throw it at him. As she says the words, light bursts from the swords. I can hear the air shift as she readies her halberd. She readies her grip. She makes that. And leaps down from the light, aiming at for her target. The man cries out as flesh and bone are severed. The shadow-like substance surrounding him is dispersed by Noel's implement of war. Of the man, shadow and all, begins to dissolve, just like the aberrant zombie I fought in the garage. He stares me down as his body fades away. His black, bloodshot eyes exudes hatred, as if he were cursing my very existence. All I can do is stare dumbfounded. The man fades with the shadows that surround him, erased completely from this world, with no evidence he ever existed in the first place. I'm about to say, yo, don't end it yet. Don't end the chapter yet. All that remains are the sounds of wind and chirping insects. It feels like any other night now. It's like the entire world is pretending that the man who screamed his heart out never existed. What kind of expression is she gonna make? Meanwhile, I've been left with an equally strange person.
こんばんは。この国の夜は安全だと聞いていたけど、この辺りは物騒なのね。ちょっと散歩していたら、吸血鬼みたいな化け物が可愛い教え子に襲いかかっているんだもの。それとも、あなたの周りが特別なのかしら。どうの四季くん？
あ。The woman turns to face me. She smiles with obvious, unbridled hostility. There's no mistaking it. It's none other than our school's latest substitute teacher.
ノエル先生っていいんですか?
I mean, what else do you want to call her? Well, actually, yeah, what else do you want to call her?
先生って響きは悪くないけど、ここは学校の外なんだし。
Her footfalls reverberates in my ears. Noelle's getting closer. Wait, hold up, Shiki. I don't know if I mean, she saved him, but... With halberd in hand and an unsettling smile plastered on her face, she approaches. I mean, why else would you save him? If I take on a defense. I treat her as an enemy. I take a defensive stance. I mean, if you take a defensive stance, you'll be ready. I treat her as an enemy. I feel that's like the same thing. I definitely want to be defensive.
無駄だってな!
Noelle leaps at me a second. I ready my knife. The difference in reach between our weapons is too great. Faster than I can think of the rest. She swipes my... Wait, what did she do? Wait. No, don't do that! Faster than I think, she swipes my hand with the butt of her polearm. Okay. My head spins at the overwhelming impact. The attack must have sent me flying over a meter through the air. Before I brace myself, ignoring the pain from the initial blow, my back hits the asphalt and I'm able to absorb some of the shock, but Noelle's already there.
ダメよ、四季くん。敵を前にしてあからさまに身構えるとか、もう甘すぎてにやけちゃう。
I mean, what do you want me to do?
私、臆病だからつい本気で打ち込んじゃったけど、まだ生きてる？
I prop my arms under me to try and stand up. But Noelle steps down on my chest with a heavy boot.
はーい。おとなしくしていてね。義理もなければ恋人同士でもないんだし。下手に暴れるとその首、ボキッと潰しちゃうぞ。
She's saying the most threatening words with they add like a little heart in the end. I glare up at Noelle from the ground. I don't understand what's happening in the slightest. All I know is that this woman honestly wants to kill me.
あんたも吸血鬼だったのか。
なんですって。
あ、
今吸血鬼だって言った。私があんな怪物と一緒だって言ったわけ。
I mean, you're attacking him like. Well, that doesn't mean that. Her boot presses harder on my chest. She's seriously pissed off at the mere insinuation that she might be a vampire.
首筋に新婚なし。靴に染み込ませた
Boots
清
soaked
水
in
に
holy
も
water.
気
Damn,
絶
she
反
took
応なし。
she took all
ついで
precautions.
に言うと、私好みのファニーフェイスにも変貌なし。はい、異端審査終了。だっていいわよ、当の四季君。
The boot on my chest is finally lifted. Now free, I stand myself up and try to get my breathing under control. I'm hurting all over, but I think I got out with only some light internal bleeding. Internal bleeding.
はい、これメガネ。
Say that.
落とし物には気をつけなさい。
そうですか。そっちの横槍で落としたものですけど。
Ooh, exactly. She could let her know. I take my glasses from Noah and place them back where they belong. Now then, what the heck is going
と
on?
まあ、美少年が一人で出歩くと、こんな風に危険がいっぱいなわけ。忠告がてら脅かしちゃったけど、勢い食べちゃうところだったわ。
She laughs like she made a little mistake. I'm at a genuine loss for words.
あれ？何そのノーリアクション。
I mean, what can he say? I mean, he
私
has
たちの
questions,
こと
but I don't think she'll
あの吸血鬼に
answer.
聞いてないの？
Oh, yeah, of course she's aware of that.
聞いてないのね。あ、そう。
I
私
mean,
み
she
たい
did
な
mention
雑は
something about
眼
the
中にないっ
church
てわ
at
け。
one point, so
Well,
I meant the church isn't making no action
私
yet.
も話題になんかされたく
We
ない
had
し。
to late as always, or maybe just merely observing.
いいわ。パパッとレクチャーしてあげる。簡単に言うと、私は町を守る正義のお姉さんみたいな。あのクソ吸血鬼どもから人間社会を守る。影の組織とかかっこよくない？
That sounds cool. She laughs as she speaks, which makes it difficult to judge how serious she's being. I mean, Shiki, do you have any reason to not believe her? As dubious as her explanation was, it does remind me of something.
教会の代行者ってやつですか。
Uh-huh.
ええ、その代
Okay,
行者。
I'm glad. Okay, Shiki, I take it back.
四季君は無神論者でしょ？だから実感は湧かないだろうけど、私たち教会は主の皆のもと、人の良き営みを守る意志がある。ある日突然転任してきた魅惑の美人教師は、その実、教会から派遣された正義のエクソシストだったってこと。
She calling herself beautiful, like she always be doing that. Okay, an exorcist, someone who purifies demons. I don't know if vampires count as demons, but it doesn't seem like she's
わかり
lying.
ました。いきなりのことで信じられませんけど、信じます。どうあれ、危ないところを助けてくれて。
二度目？ああ、そういうこと。でもま、今回は違うわ。たまたま危ないところに出くわしたんじゃなくて、私、最初から君を狙っていたんだし。
Uh-huh.
最初から俺を狙っていた。
Wait, stop. Don't do that. Second time, I get it. Uh-huh.
さあ、君が屋敷を出た時からずっと私のお仕事は吸血鬼の殲滅だもの。その吸血鬼に従っている人間がいれば監視するのが当たり前でしょ？
Makes sense she'd be suspicious. Her logic tracks, but she's missing some important context. I'm not following Ark's orders, and besides, she's a good vampire. We're both trying to
あ
save
の、
the city.
それは。
まあ本当なら真っ先に吸血鬼の方から殺してるんだけど、相手はあの怪物でしょ。私一人じゃ返り討ちだし、師匠は上司に飛ばされちゃったし。
So my bat. Wait. I'm like, okay, ordinarily I would have killed her straight away, but she's a total monster on regular days, so it's not like I can beat her now that the big boss sent my master back as well.
仕方なく
Okay.
小さい方の獲物に
Oh yeah.
網を張ってたわけ。
小さい獲物ってのは俺のことですか？
ええ、あの怪物が狂犬なら、四季君はプリッとしたエビちゃん
I
ね。
mean, compared, I
吸
mean,
血鬼にし
she's
ろ
not
私
wrong
たち
about
にし
that.
ろ美味しい獲物なのは間違いなし。
Shiki gets serious like well, maybe.
でもなんか様子が変だった。ここ数日君を監視していたけど、無理やり従わされてる雰囲気じゃないし、血も吸われてないでしょ。
I furrow my brow and swallow the words in my throat. It's not the way Noelle asked the question that bothers me, but it's that she asked. It's that she asked at all.
おやだんまり。君は吸血鬼の仲間になりたいのかな。定番だけど、永遠の命が欲しいとか？
The question catches me by surprise. I never really even considered that, but I guess it would be a natural reason to seek out friendship with a vampire.
でも
That isn't possible with Arc. I mean, she doesn't drink blood, and she doesn't create new allies or grants people abilities. That sort of offer wasn't on the table.
違うの？ならどうして？
そんなの決まってる。自分たちが住んでいる町のために
I'm
吸
working with
血鬼を
vampires
借り
to
出
help
す協
protect
力を
my
してい
town
る
from
だけです。
vampires. Get that right, Noelle. I stare intently into her eyes. I'm not interested in going back and forth against her, but I won't sit here and let her say whatever she wants about Arc and me. I tell her as much as my gaze alone.
そう。君が噛まれていたなら、そんなザレ言と一緒に手足ぶった切って置物にしてるところだけど。
That's cold.
残念ながら、
That's cold.
ただの人間には手出しできないものね。今のは聞かなかったことにしておくわ。
Noelle turns and begins walking away, but she seems unable to accept the idea of fighting on the same side as a vampire. But at least she's calmed down a little, or maybe my answer just made her lose interest.
ああ、でも忠告。さっき最初から君を狙っていたと言ったけどね。あれ、もっと深い意味なの。この町に救った人は数年以上前から根付いている
For
わ。
years.
私の師匠の言うことには神祖のように昨日今日やってきたわけじゃないんだとか。吸血鬼は外から来るものばかりじゃない。案外身近なところにいて何十年も前から潜伏しているケースのが多いの。それわかる？
Oh,
自分たち
aka
の
the
町を守
Tohnos?
るとかそんな曖昧なくくりじゃなくて、君は自分の身を守った方がいいってこと。
Oh, snap.
それはどういう？
だってそうでしょ。
Shiki, come on,
さっ
connect.
きの不死は君を狙ってきたんですもの。吸血鬼を殺して回る神
Yeah,
祖
that's
じ
true.
ゃなくて、
That's true. It was
ただ
after
の
you,
人間であ
man.
る君をね。命があったらまた会いましょう。当の四季君。
With that, the woman dressed like a nun walks away. As she does, she tosses her gaze to a street lamp. Maybe I'll jump there and hop my way home, all cool like. Ah, nope, not happening. As if I can make a jump like that without running and start. Like I could. I wouldn't even be human. Her thoughts blatantly apparent. Noelle continues down the road, massive polearm in hand.
あれはあれですごい人っぽいよ
Yeah,
な。
how's it gonna go if you see her tomorrow at school? Like, I mumble, taken aback. As if uttering that comment took the last of my marine strength, my knees give out from under it and I slump against the
で
wall.
も狙われたのは
It's not unfathomable. I am cooperating with Arc after all. But that's not right. Oh, okay. I don't know what the real reason is, but I have a feeling that isn't it. Uh-huh. Your eyes, man. My vertigo returns with force now that my adrenaline has faded. With one hand against the wall for support, I make my way to the main gate. My chest hurts. There we go. Okay. I need to get to my room while I'm still conscious before my body completely gives out on me. I can worry about the rest later. 100%. You gotta get back inside, man. Okay. But the gate is much farther than I thought. As my headache begins to cease, tension abandons the rest of my body. My back still up against the estate's outer wall. I watch as I drift off to sleep. Oh! What's this whole chapter is
chapter is something else. This chapter was wild. What the heck? With the cat in the face. Yo, that was the chapter. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do chapter 9, and then I'm gonna end it, everyone, because I know this one's shorter. I think. Let me just double check, make sure this chapter is how long I think it is. Day 9. Yeah, it's not too long. Okay. But hold up. Let's talk for a second. So this whole day for Shiki. Flowchart. Let's also look at this too. The morning with Akiha. His way to school, seeing this dude. Later on, seeing Arcueid at school. He's sweet with the key thing. This freaking disgusting creature. Then Noelle in the ending. Then we see that little that panther. Like, what was this whole situation? And what's the chapter called? Death? White. The color pulls an old memory from the corners of my mind. Hold up, everyone. Actually, let me grab some water. I'll be right back. Let me just grab some water. I'm like thirsty. Forgot to grab a water bottle. BRB. Yo, where's my face cam at? There we go. Okay, I'm back. Let's get going. Okay, whites. Okay, the color pulls an old memory from the corners of my mind. Something I had long forgotten. Something I had no choice but to forget. Excuse me. Something that my father had ordered for me to forget. Oh, are we getting the whole flashback on this scene? It was a hot summer day. Okay. Huge fluffy clouds covered the blue sky. The air shimmers with heat. And the keening of cicadas eats at me. The cries of the cicadas. When the cicadas cry? Higurashi? It's so loud, I wish I was dead. Cicada husks are scattered around. Oh, it's creepy music. It feels as if the beating sun is right on top of us. Burning, sizzling, scorching, and clearing. A hot midsummer day. It's as if the world has warped into one massive frying pan. Crying. Sup. And this is Akiha. Akiha is crying. The little girl who's always followed after me is weeping into her hands. A child is on the ground. He lies deathly still, his white shirt stained in deep red. And then you watching this. I gaze down at them. My hands drip with that same red. No, that's not right. My hands are soaked with this blood. Yeah, man. Shiki! The adults are here.
I like how they blink that up, but we hear the name. Okay. Their voices contort as they realize what's transpired.
なんてことだ。
They drag Akiha away. The other thing is dead. Towering white clouds sail high above the distance. Left alone, I gaze up vacantly at the summer sky.
お前が殺したのか。
The adults are yelling. They're yelling the killer's name, my name. Screaming the same two syllables over and over like they've lost their minds. Just two syllables. The adults call out Shiki as they bear down on me. My hands are drenched in blood. I still don't understand. Killing that witch can be killed. Wait. They're yelling the killer's name, my name. They're screaming the same two syllables over and over like they've lost their minds. They're yelling the killer's name. Okay. Killing that which can be killed. Killing that which lives. What's wrong with that exactly? Interesting. I opened my tightly shut eyes. My dreams were familiar somehow, something I didn't fully understand. I'm in my room. I remember losing consciousness in front of the gate, but I don't recall how I got here. Don't forget everything that happened. That was freaking crazy. That was yo, chapter 8 was wild. Like, okay, my mine's still sluggish. The events of last night come back to me in a scrambled mess. So many crazy things happened that I have trouble processing it all. But one thing stands out. You wanted to choose one thing for him to focus, give his thoughts on? The Man in Black. Arc. Okay. No. I have nothing to say about Arc. The man that stands out. I mean, the whole thing with blood. I mean, I already have my own thoughts on that. She probably saw blood, and being a vampire, it's never had blood. Yada yada yada. The Man in Black. I'm curious about this Miss Noel. I feel like I could. If anything, I'm more curious about the Man in Black. Like, what was that about? And the fact that he was also to see the lines. If anything, I'm curious about that. That stands out to me more than anything. Like, the man cloaked in shadow. Thinking back, he must have been lying and wait for me. He knew the path I'd take home. Judging from his form, I'm certain he wasn't human. No doubt about it. Which means it's fair to venture that he was a vampire. Could Ark's enemy have decided to target me now that they know I'm helping her? And the thing with Miss Noel, she was all saying that stuff about the families and stuff, so, or those who have big investments in soya or something. So, okay, in any case, I don't have to worry about him anymore. Yeah, no doubt. That eye, twisted and seething with hatred, is closed now. The vampire was able to see the same lines I could, but he's been vanquished by the nun.
とにかくまず起きないと。
I have other things to worry about. Time to get moving. It's 7:30. Most days I'd be finished with breakfast by now.
翡翠は
He's in there again in the morning. Usually she's standing there like a shadow on the wall, but I don't see her today. Bet she came to wake me up a few times. And when I wouldn't budge, she probably gave up and returned to her duties.
疲れが溜まってて目が覚めなかったんだろうな。
Maybe she never showed up. A deep sigh escapes my lips. I'll be sure to take a nap before meeting up with Arc tonight. There's no point letting my thoughts linger over what happened last night. I can just talk it over with Arc later. And if I don't try to have a normal life during that day at least, I might go nuts.
よし、まずは朝食だ。
Honestly, I'm not really that hungry, but I could use the nutrients. Especially after last night, my body needs fuel to shake off this fatigue.
Oh.
I tried lifting my body off the bed, only to find myself collapsing right back down, like a tree felled for lumber. I tumble shoulder first onto the floor. I'm stuck here, unable to move my arms and legs. Thankfully, everything is so hazy oh my gosh, that's scary. Body may be paralyzed, but I'm breathing normally. Must be the anemia again. I think dully, as if it were happening to someone else. And just like that, I spend my morning on the floor, staring at the clock as Hisui comes to check on me just after 8. Thankfully, Hisui comes over to check on him.
申し訳ありません。どうかお叱りください。四季様の変調に気がつかなかった私
You
の
couldn't
落ち
have
度です。
known.
翡翠は悪くないよ。いつものことだし、そう大げさに取らない。
He's just lying on the floor, just like, okay, I'll just wait. I'm chilling. I'm lying on my bed with my back propped up against the headboard. If it weren't for Hisui, I'd still be planted on the floor.
学校の方には姉さんが連絡を入れてくれました。体調不良による欠席でよろしいのですね。
Okay. Hey, that's fair. I don't think he could walk around anyways.
それで頼む。ちょっと疲れが溜まっていただけだから、学校を休むのは後ろめたいけどね。
立てなくなるほどの疲れはもう疲れとは言えないかと存じます。四季様は遠野家の長男。ご自分のお
What were
体
you
を
doing last night?
もっと大切にしていただかなければ困ります。
Oh, man.
いや、ちゃんと大切にしてるよ。
I offer an awkward reassurance after Hisui's surprisingly harsh words. Hisui's reaction when she found me was something. When she first opened the door, she was frozen stiff for a few seconds. Then she rushed over to help me, and with a face full of determination and purpose, she froze again for a solid minute. Flustered, she paced around the room for a few minutes before finally leaving to get Kohaku. Even though Hisui wasn't the one to physically pick me up, there's no questioning her commitment to my well-being. After that, Kohaku helped me to my bed and made me some rice porridge, which brings us to now. The one silver lining to all this is that Akiha has already left for school. If I had fallen 30 minutes earlier, she may have been late.
とにかくありがとう、翡翠。美味しいご飯も食べたし、こうしていれば貧血も収まるから、仕事に戻っていいよ。
かしこまりました。ですが、せめて診察は受けていただきます。今朝は荒木先生がいらっしゃいますので、これを機にしっかりお体を見ていただくのはいかがでしょうか。
No. What a coincidence. So that oddball doctor is here too, huh? I really don't think I need to be examined, but I doubt Hisui will just let this go. I mean, last time I went with Arak, but she mentioned something about his body, and I'm curious if she'll bring that back up. I also want to see Kohaku. It's been a while since we've seen Kohaku. Ah, man, this one. With Kohaku, obviously. And like, I'm like fighting against logic and feeling right here. Logically, I feel like seeing Professor Arak to get some answers on that. Emotionally, I wanted to see Kohaku though. I'm more curious about his body and stuff. Kohaku, I'll see. Okay, if I get a choice again like that, I'll see you, Kohaku. Okay. Kohaku's probably busy with other work, so I'll see Professor Arak. I don't exactly trust her, but she is a professional. Scrapes and bruises should be right up her alley. Hopefully she chimes in more on that. Plus, I still don't know the extent to my injuries from my run-in with Miss Well last night. It couldn't hurt to get looked at, just in case I have internal bleeding or something. Watch it, don't say crap. Like...
ご指名と聞いてやってきたけど、お客さん悪いところは見当たらないわよ。腕の一本目玉の一つでもいっちゃってるかと期待して飛んできたのに、これじゃ私欲求不満よ。あ、性的な意味もあるけど、主に知識欲の話ね。
I read that line like before getting said anything. I had to read that line like several times. How do you expect to sass me with that? And FYI, I mean that kind of professionally, but Kyle so kind of not. She said I'm down. She has nothing to say about that. Despite complaining the whole time, Professor Arak takes a thorough look over my body. She checks the sound of my pulse and measures my heart rate. I also have her examine my legs, which have weighed on my mind since fighting with Wolf. Ultimately, she finds nothing wrong. Everything comes back well within the norm. With an overdramatic pout, Professor Arak appears disappointed that there wasn't nothing more.
ま、体温は少しだけ下がってるし。よし、つまんないから1本ぐらいお注射決めておきましょう。今回は試しにプラセンタ行ってみる？ もともと女性向けの栄養剤だけどおすすめよこれ。
Or miracles. Placenta. The stuff extracted from uterus tissue? I mean, uterine tissue? I hear it's mostly used in cosmetics, but it can also act as a stimulant for recovery from fatigue. They say it even has anti-aging properties.
お願いします。以前お世話になっていた医院
Oh,
でも
okay, so he's used
た
to
まに打っ
okay.
てもらっていま
It's
したか
nothing new.
あらあら、話が早くて助かるわ。さすが病弱少年、痛いのは慣れているのね。
慣れてませんよ。基本は内服薬でしたし、注射はたまにしかありませんでした。
ふむふむ。はーい、じゃあもう一度お手手を出して。はーい、ザッキュー
Oh
今度
man.
ごと患者のハート1コロよ。
I don't think that was a light little thing. I seriously disagree with her choice of onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. With one shot done, the checkup is over. Except, Professor Arcueid makes no move to leave the room. Instead, she lingers behind, her eyes fixated on my body.
博
Yes,
士、
let's talk about his body.
何かまだ他に要件？
Ah! When you phrase it like that, Shiki.
そうなの。
Professor.
診察中にチラッと見えちゃったから気になって。しきちゃん、ガバッと洋服。
She probably just wants to see his wound.
はあ？脱ぐって裸ですか？
そうそうそう。あ、マッパになる必要はないわよ。私もまだトーフちゃんに殺されたくない
Of
し。
course.
見たいのはしきちゃんの上半身。そちら、胸にすっごい傷跡があるんじゃない？
そっちですか。
He sounds so disappointed.
いいです。
What are you hoping for, Shiki? Oh, that. Oh, okay. Okay. Nothing else. Okay, I'm not wild about the idea, but there's no reason for me to say no. She is a doctor after all. I take off my shirt and sit on the bed.
いいじゃないいいじゃない。メープルでジューシーな感じ。いい腕してるって思ったけど、こうして全体として見るとそそるわ。
She seems unable to contain her joy as she probes my shoulders, arms, and stomach. Touched like this, and given her bold choice of dress, I find myself getting a little worked up.
胸の傷跡を見るんじゃないんですか？
おっとそうだった。失敗失敗。おー、なるほど。なんか使ったにせよ完全に塞がってるわ。貧弱なのに代謝機能は人並みというか、生き残りやすい
You got that
というか。
survivor build.
ああ、すっごく残念。しきちゃん
Why
は
are you
何も
even
含
here?
むのが
That's a
ない
good
んだもん。
question. After a couple of minutes, Professor Arcueid moves away from the bed, seemingly
でも
seemingly satisfied.
すごい傷よね。普通の人間どころか映画に出てくる吸血鬼だって死んでるわよ。それ
What do you mean by that?
事故に遭った時はどのくらい痛かったのかしら。私想像するだけでドキド
Why
キしちゃう。
Why'd she say those movie vampires specifically?
そうですか。何でもガラス片が降ってきて突き刺さったらしいです。
Flustered by her use of the word vampire, I explained something that doesn't need explaining.
あれ覚えてないの？覚えてないのね。なら
Hmm.
それはまた別の話としましょう。しきちゃんはここに帰ってきちゃったんだもの。
Hold on. What did she just say?
なんてなんでもない何にもない。
You're already back home. It's not like you could get away even if you tried.
それじゃあ私はこれにて退場。またいつかラブのタイミングがあった時に会えるといいわね。
Professor against the floor. Huh? Something about the way she walks reminds me of the spot of a spider skittering after its prey. Shiki, why did you make that so uneasy just now? Why are my frames dropping like crazy right now, too? Hold up, let me pause. It's really my connection like dipped. I think it should be coming back now. What happened? Hold up, everyone. I'll wait for it to catch up on stream. I think everything has my frames like dipped like crazy and like. Let's see. I'll wait till I see myself moving smoothly. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm looking smoothly. Okay. Yo, the delay in YouTube and me, I hate that. It's like, I don't know if it's 10 seconds or 15 seconds, or maybe 20, but I don't know. It's definitely more than 10 seconds. Okay, it's afternoon now. After having a light lunch, I'll return to my room. Hisui urged me to get some rest today. Not that I have anything to do in the first place. Oh. Okay, now I'm feeling the thing. I think I'll. Okay, let's walk around the first floor or second floor. Give me this choice. First floor or second floor? Let's walk around the second floor. After mulling over what to do, I decided to take my first walk around the estate in 7 years. I start with the second floor. The Tohno mansion is split into the east wing and west. The east wing contains Akiha's office, and even further, her private quarters. It's practically her own little kingdom. I'm a little hesitant to intrude, so I'll stick to the west wing for today. I'm ready for the west hallway. The path to my right connects to the lobby. Continuing forward would take me to the heart of the west ring. Of course, my own room is directly behind me. Most every room facing this hallway is empty. They would have been used by extended family members when my father was alive. Wait, so then where is Hisui and Kaku's room then? Ark's words from last night linger in my mind. It's not just you that's special, it's your lineage. That's absurd. But then again, she's not the type to assert something without a good reason. Okay, I'm glad he's actually thinking about this, because come on, Shiki. You think it just happened after your accident? And she's explained so much about this, like I'm pretty sure she knows what she's talking about, and you're just like, nah, no way. Like, researching that study. No question. I didn't get to read it fully. I really shouldn't. Researching the freaking study.
Akiha は学校に行っている。琥珀さんは買い物で留守。翡翠は1階で清掃。
I'm completely alone. Some might consider it taboo to snoop around the dead man's room, but this is my house too. Don't I have a right to know what's in there? Exactly. Besides, what's the harm in taking a quick peek inside my dad's room? I mean, I know he was kind of like forbidden from some areas. I forget which part, but yeah, snoop. You want answers? I want answers. I don't care about how it'll make you feel. The door at the end is locked. I take out my glasses and slice through the line, sitting on the lock. Ooh, there's no going back now. After a quick check back in the hall once more to make sure no one else is there, I venture in. You make it look like you're not doing something. You're doing something you're not supposed to. Even with the curtains closed, it shouldn't be this dark. Mike, okay. I grope around the wall for a light switch before stopping myself. Turning on the light would only broadcast the fact that somebody's in here. I'm probably just being paranoid, but I end up opting for my phone's flashlight instead.
なんだ。思ったより片付いているじゃないか。
What's up with that chain thing on the side? The interior is similar to Aki's office. I suppose it's been a month since he died, so it's not too surprising it's stuff still like this. Move to the right, to the right! Even I don't care about the bookshelf. Why is it so dark in here? I shot my phone towards the window and see what's up with the curtains. Yeah, what the heck is that? Underneath the darkness, yeah, something sealed. I find something you'd never expect in an ordinary room. A seal of some kind.
格子。なんで？
Yeah, what the heck is that? None of this makes any sense. It's not hard to deny something when it's staring you right in the face. In place of windows, I find a section of solid wall. It was this, not curtains, that was blocking out the light. A thick set of iron bars has been mounted across the wall, as if to keep something out. Is he not in this room alone? Or to keep something out, or keep something in? Perhaps to keep something trapped within. This looks really bad. I don't know what this darkness means, but I do know that I've stumbled upon something I never should have laid my eyes on. A cage of madness, that's what this is. I have to get out of this room right away. The others can't know I was here. Not Akiha, not Kohaku, not anybody. If someone found out, I'd probably damage our relationship beyond repair.
Yeah.
About to say low key. I'm like, man, you're making a big deal out of this. Make me nervous, but at the same time, like, yeah, keep moving forward. I continue searching the room, my phone lighting the way. The bookcase also catches my eye, but I don't have time to rummage through it. I'll search check the desk. The old man always keeps things just so. If there's anything to find, I'm sure that's where I should look. He might have documents on Akiha or me, or the company hidden in one of those drawers. The first two drawers are unlocked, so I check them first. They're empty. Oh, is there like maybe a secret thing in like one of the shows? You know, like they have the cover thing. You take off the cover, and there's something underneath. You know, like a hidden thingy. I'm guessing this one hasn't been opened since my father died. Take out my glasses once again and kill the lock. Ooh. Okay, inside the last drawer are a bunch of old papers and a thick book. The papers look to be a Tohno family tree. Read it. This must have been passed down from generation to generation. Bingo! Right below Makihisa Tohno, I find Shiki Tohno and Akiha Tohno. Wait a second. Soon after. Ooh! 9 years ago, I would have been 8. I may have been young, but that's pretty weird that I don't have a single memory of them. Maybe it was the child of a mistress that was kept under wraps. But could the old man I know, always no nonsense by the book, really do something like that?
Huh.
That's another thing his family, everyone's family has died young? Really? Oh, so that falls into line with there being a previous one who died young. Hang on a second. That's too weird to just be a coincidence. I swear the odds. What's up with Shiki saying coincidence? I'm like, you've been saying that's too weird to be a coincidence. I feel like I've read it and I've heard him say that like 15 times throughout this whole stream. I pour over the family tree. I didn't read it wrong. Everyone in the Tohno family has died under mysterious circumstances. Suicides, accidents, murders, unexplained disappearances. Not a single person on here died peacefully at the end of a long life. I don't know how else to explain it other than they were cursed. The thing that sticks out most is that the majority of them took their own lives. Many killed themselves on the eve of their adulthood or soon after. Light fades from my vision. There's a sensation of blood pooling in the back of my head. Numbness is spreading through my arms and legs, and my breathing grows shallower with every second. My gaze drifts back to the journal, focusing in on it to ward off the rising feeling of vertigo and dread. I flipped the page. This one's dated 2004. That's the same year the child Makihisa adopted passed away in secret. My eyes dissect each word before moving on to the next. The writing is neat. It looks to be penned to my late father's meticulous hand. I feverishly read the page. Genes from? This entry is almost 10 years old. The ink is faded in places, making the words difficult to decipher. Try your best! Oh Oh no.
秋葉には特に強見られる。
Especially strong.
我が子の未来を思うと悲しい。紹介された医師の話によると、幼年期から厳しく教育すれば発言は
That strict discipline from an early age can impede the. It could prevent that with Aki, so that's why Dr. Arak is around with. Okay.
今夜も手術が必要だという。
Oh,
秋葉に教えることはできない。
it's creepy, man. You hear the door in the back? He's too into reading.
理由なく厳しく当たる私を憎むだろう。それもすべて遠野の。だが私は安堵している。どれほど秋葉が後に近と言っても、
Wait.
あの兄に比べれば秋葉ははるかに人間的だ。
What is this? This Tohno family is cursed. Whose footsteps are walking towards him? Latent genes? Surgery for Akiha? And who is that last line about? Her brother? Her brother? Her brother? The answer is obvious.
こんにちは、四季君。
I have all the people I wasn't expecting this MF. No way! My stomach feels hot. The scar on my chest has gone numb plenty of times, but this is an entirely new experience. The big pain. I can't say that word right now. The pain erupts from within, like my organs are being branded with an iron rod. Excruciating. Man, a sensation begins slipping away from my toes. I slump against the desk, attempting to brace myself with the hands, but unable to maintain my grip, I fall to the ground, back first.
その日記はまずい。何しろ、まだ検閲が済んでいない。君
What? My mind drifts away. The man's voice,
君
it's
はもう少しあの
what's
未
his
熟
name?
な当主殿をかき回してほしかったのだがね。
Stir up a bit more trouble.
どうやってかは知らないが、鍵を手に入れたのが君の不運ということだ。
By the time I notice, my breathing has long since ceased. The lines once clear as day are gone, as for my headache. As is my headache. Of course. Only now does it dawn on me. Those insufferable headaches were also kind of salvation. I mean, how am I supposed to wake up from them? Wake up without them? Shiki Tohno, whose body has lost its functions long ago, drifts off into an eternal sleep. Nah, the Kyrie move, yeah. This man has been created solely for purposes in trouble. Yeah. Play dubious hint segment. I'll play it out. I haven't hit one of these yet, so. Michio.
なぜ鳥は
Wait,
歌
what
う
choice
の
did I
か
even make before?
なぜエビは跳ねるのか
What choice did I even make before? I forget. Why does the bird sing? Why does the shrimp wiggle?
なぜ主人公は鍵のかかった部屋に入るのか
Oh,
人
man.
類史における数々のミステリーに真っ向から挑む知能番組
I can't go back if I
教
never
えてシエル先生
started.
あっちまるよ
Luffy.
こんにちはデッドエンドのなかった 6,8 日間十分にお休みできましたか
There you go.
物語はいよいよ佳境ここからまた死亡ケースが多発しますので
Oh, well, thanks for letting me know.
賢明な遠野くんにおかれましては気を引き締めて選択肢を選んでいただければ
yes, Miss Shio Sensei.
では今回のデッドエンドで
It's
す
been a hot
が
while since we've seen you in the
後ろ
story,
から
actually.
ぐっさり
And
で
again,
す
I
ね
mean, I know this isn't your like route, so.
メガネともあろう男が油断しすぎだよにゃそれともあの包帯男見かけよりやるってことあの部屋の異様さに飲まれていたのもありますが遠野くんの不注意ですねそもそも この手の潜入捜査は2人1組が理想です。
That's true. Gotta have her back. That's why I didn't go with that hospital thing before. So
1人が扉のそばで誰か
I
来
thought
な
he'd
い
be
かを
safe in
見
the. I
張
thought
り
he'd be safe in the
もう1
mansion.
人が書類を
Forgot
吟味
this dude's around. One of you can watch the door. Yeah, yeah.
そういった頼れる誰かと縁ができるまでこの書斎の調査は控えた方がよろしいかと。まさに SPY!
Some kind of secret agent.
でもそんなスキル持った知り合いいる？シエルは武闘派だからそういうの向いてに良さそうだし。単独であればできないことはありませんが、遠野くんのフォローをしながら潜入というのは確かに私向きではありませんね。いつか
Like a
そうい
certain
った見
maid.
方ができればいいのですが。露骨にフラグを立てやがって。さあ、そこまでは少なくとも
Yeah.
私たちの吸血鬼事件には関わる。
Uh-huh.
さて、今回の死因ははっきりしていますので、前の選択肢に戻るだけで OK です。君子親抜きに近寄らず、当の牧久氏の書斎は避けて安
Got
全な
some
場所を
cool
選びましょ
details
う。
at least. Some cool in details, which I guess we'll circle back to later. See what?
屋敷の中もデストラップだらけとか、この屋敷どうなってんの？
You're not kidding. That was crazy. I was not expecting. Okay. So where's it going to bring me? Oh, they bring me to the. They bring you to the to the cover. Okay. Wait. Sir, but then again, she not accepted, sir. Oh, okay. They bring me back here. I really shouldn't. Guess you shouldn't. I shouldn't do anything too hasty. Ark's words still rest and easily in my mind, but I guarantee that I look for. Wait. What? Go back up. Oh, I can't go back up too far. Hold up. Let me go to a load. Let me go to that load for a second. Yeah, load to that one. Insert. Okay. They don't show me any previous dialogue. Okay, unless I was got it. Okay, really shouldn't. I shouldn't do anything hasty. Ark's words still rest uneasily in my mind, but there's no guarantee I'll find what I'm looking for in the old man's study. What would I say to Ohaku if he caught me snooping around? There's too much risk involved. I decided to walk around the first floor instead. This is me salty. Shiki was too into that book too. Even if someone wasn't watching the door, you should have at least heard the footsteps and saw the door opening. Like, man, he was too absorbed into it. Okay, I find myself squinting from the sunlight, peeking through the windows. Yeah, that tunnel vision. The lobby never ceases to amaze me. When I was little, I used to get in trouble all the time for exploring the mansion. It seemed like a castle back then. I was so certain that if I looked hard enough, I would find some secret passageway into another world. That sense of danger is gone now, though, along my nagging father. They're all in the past.
懐かしいな。昔は屋敷の廊下を歩くだけでドキドキしたっけ。
Yeah. Such nostalgia. 7-year-old memories of sneaking through the lobby begin to resurface. Spurred by those echoes of the past, I begin my stroll around the mansion. What a nice little peaceful day of not getting stabbed in the back. I head outside to the terrace. Strange it is, I have a better recollection of the grounds than the mansion itself. It's hard to fathom just how enormous the estate is. Okay. If the mansion itself is 10 times bigger than most houses, then the land beneath must rival the size of an amusement park. It must be huge, like... Damn. To a 10-year-old like me, it must have seemed like a dreamland, a fancy world that I could call my own. I spent the day roaming around, carving my name into the trees and the dirt. Aki and I had a game where we'd seen who could claim the most territory. We decided that at one point that we controlled any area we carved our name on. From there, we set out to tag pretty much everything we could find. What's up music a little bit? Most of the time we spent together was actually out here in the garden. Though unlike me, she listened to Makihisa so she could play for 30 minutes a day. Even so, all she ever did was follow closely behind us, listening carefully to what we said. But once she got going, she'd run around, turning everything into a competition.
なんだあいつ昔から今の性格の下地はあったんじゃないか
Could that have been a facade, an act she was putting on in front of the old man? Most likely. Still, even if that were true, she's changed too much. Or maybe I just don't understand how long 7 years it can be. Time passes and children grow. Neither of us is who we were back then.
Yeah, people change.
おあったあった
There's a gazebo in the courtyard, and at the base of one of the pillars, hidden from the sun's gaze, I find a name etched into the stone. I circle around the building, counting the names as I go. Shiki, Akiha, Shiki. Shiki? It looks like this place was fought over 5 times. Most places are the same, with my name appearing a lot more than hers. Akiha was still a little girl. She probably just couldn't keep up with my boundless energy.
手加減ぐらいしてやればよかったのに
Although it's not like I can go back and change what happened just because I feel bad about it now. Akiha has always hated losing. From the looks of this, I bet I made her shed quite a few
そう
tears.
か案外この恨みを今になって晴らしてるのかもなはい
Akiha is the last person I expect to do that, but there's something incredibly adorable about the thought of it.
ああなんか俺もとことんバカ兄貴だ
I chuckle wearily at myself before lifting my head. I've had some fun walking down memory lane. Maybe it's time I head back in. Before I turn to leave, something catches my eye. I spy another marking scratched into another side of the gazebo
あ
ceiling.
んなところに
How did that get carved there? I doubt an adult could even reach that high, let alone a
なんだろ
child.
う俺の名
And
前
your
だ
name.
けど
From within the gazebo, I put my feet on the handrail to get a better look. It's well written. Adults wouldn't be able to see it unless they crouched at the correct angle. They're lurking behind the corner of the ceiling. Beware your brother. I don't understand. Beware your brother. This is Akiha's handwriting, which would mean I wrote this. Does that look like your handwriting? A sudden sound draws my attention. Through the trees, I glimpse at a brown and white of a maid's uniform.
翡翠
Yeah, what's she doing out here? She hasn't noticed me. For whatever reason, she's continues further into the
なんで森
forest.
に
Forest. What's going on there? Maybe she's going on a walk like you. All that's out there is more trees. Yeah. So what could she possibly be doing? She may be walking around like you. I know she's probably on her shift, so why was she doing that? Curious, I decided to follow her for a bit. Like a creep. Not saying a word. There's a path through the forest, though it hasn't been paved. They say these woods were once the main part of the Tohno family estate. Originally, the land where the mansion and the garden stand was just the entrance to the forest. But after the war, the head of the family decided to change things to how they are now. Oh, okay, interesting. So that means it's like an old, section, house down here or something? I proceed through the woods. The trees aren't too dense, but they seem to stretch into infinity. Eventually, I spot a strange building. Yeah, the former estate.
あんな建物あったっけ
It's something. I half expect Hisui to go inside, but instead she walks in the opposite direction. Maybe it's some kind of temple gathering hall. A temple. Ooh! I continue treading along. After about 10 minutes of walking, the labyrinth of trees comes to an abrupt end.
広場だ
This reminds me of the beginning. The prologue. In the middle of the forest is an unnaturally open field. What's that sound? Okay. Check to see what's through that. I'm like, wait, hold up. No one's home yet? I'm like, hold up. What could this place be? At the very least, I have no memory of it. If I hadn't tailed Hisui, I would have never known about this tiny patch of land buried deep in the forest.
こんなところあったかな。あったなら学校の遊び場だけど。
I have no recollection of playing in this clearing with Akiha. At least, I don't think I do. I contemplate for a second before stepping into the clearing. There's not much out here. Hisui, who had been ahead of me this whole time, is nowhere to be
なん
seen.
だ。ただの空き地じゃないか。
The sun beats down harder in the center of the clearing. Even looking down, its glaring white rays overtake my vision. I wonder if it's because I've been in the shade for so long. It feels like the middle of summer. Glancing upward, I find a huge fluffy clouds high in the sky. The air shimmers with heat, and the keening of cicadas eats at me. The cries of the cicadas. Like at the beginning of this chapter, too. My consciousness sizzles. My knees buckle, thudding onto scalding sand and soil. I know this place. I may have forgotten, but I know it. The summer sun batters my forehead. The screams of cicadas echoes in my ears. The smell of assaults my nostrils. The smell of what? Death? This is also, I was about to say, it's also like, like the beginning of this, yeah. Okay, at my feet lies a crumbled mass, dark and red, that was alive just moments ago. The wound on my chest flares, like a knife. Like a knife splitting skin and flesh. This pain punctured through my chest. The cicadas screech, screech, screech. They wail for it to stop, stop. The cry for dead, dead, dead. Oh my gosh, yo, this like, I don't like this color. Okay, I hear more screeching of cicadas, even though it's already autumn. Looking up, I feel the summer sun pierce my eyes. The tepid air makes me feel sick. I'm besieged by the sights and sounds of empty shells. The husk of cicadas lies at my feet. A husk that was once a human. The wound splits open. The deluge of red spills out of the chest, coating my hands. I glimpse at the silhouette of a figure slumped over, followed by the sound of a young girl's footsteps towards it. Towering clouds sail high above the distance. Beneath a blue sky, creatures have cast off the shell of this mortal coil. By the time I realize what's happening, I see Akiha bloodied and crying. Does Akiha remember any of this? Because I know you like keep forgetting, but I'm in hell. The shrill of the cicadas threatens to pierce my eardrums like a needle. What is this? My chest stings. I think I'm going to be sick. My wound should have closed a long time ago. Why does it hurt so bad now? It feels busted, unimpeded, like a red fluid begins to flow. It hurts. I'm scared. This is the impulse of death. My consciousness plummets. Pus blooms where my wound tears open. My mind regresses, smothered by illusions of summer. Excuse me. It feels like my soul is escaping. I hear the soft thud in my body hitting the grass. Da 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 da. I can hear people talking.
秋葉様、 お医者様をお呼びしないのですか？
バカなことは言わないで翡翠。呼べるわけがないでしょ。兄さんの傷は
For this?
普通の傷
What's
じゃない
happened
ん
with
だ
an
から。
injury? We can't call a doctor for this. What's it look like? Is it like changing? Like Akiha and Hisui are speaking. This is Shiki's room. I'm sleeping on the bed. Why are you saying yourself in third person? My senses are finally back. I try to push myself and break the tension with a greeting, but my body won't listen to my brain's commands. Though the pain in my chest is gone, my entire body feels like lead. Looks like my mouth and eyes are the only things I've had got control over, and you're not seeing any lines right
一
now.
体どうい
Do
う
you have
つ
your
もりなの
glasses
翡
on?
翠。兄さんはあの場所に近づけてはいけないって。あなたも知っているでしょうに。
Ooh.
申し訳ありません。
謝って済む問題じゃないわ。あなたを兄さん付きの使用人にしたのはこういう事態を避けるためでしょ。それを忘れてあなたは何をやっていたっていうのよ。
Aki is seething mad. This might be the most emotion I've seen from her. Hisui head bowed, simply receives her scolding. I don't know what led to this. All I can tell is that Hisui is getting yelled at because of me.
ほら、
It's always Shiki's fault.
口にしてもらえないかしら翡翠。
Let's go back to Shiki.
あなたは今日一日どこで何をしていたのかをこの人が朝に倒れたことも報告せず天津さえあの森に行かせてしまった。
Oh, she didn't report that he
これは明
collapsed.
確な意図があってのことよね。
Interesting.
そうでなければ犬以下の頭だもの。答えなさい翡翠。あなたも私に逆らうつもりなの？
Hisui maintains her silence. The air in the room grows heavier with every breath. Akiha bites her lips and takes a step forward. It's obvious to me that she's going to strike her. Hisui continues to look down at the floor, ready to accept her punishment.
ちょっと待て秋葉。
兄さん気がついたんですか？
yo, thank you, Shiki, man. I feel so bad if she got slapped.
秋葉があんまりにうるさいんで今目が覚めた。
Akiha looks away, visibly uncomfortable. Hisui, meanwhile, has her eyes on the floor and won't even look in my direction.
あのさ、あんまり翡翠に当たるなよ。事情は知らないけど、俺が倒れたことで揉めてるんだろ。なら、翡翠に責任はない。
I see you, Shiki. Urging strength into my arms, I lift myself into a sitting position. That simple motion takes all the energy I have. At this point, I don't think I could lift a finger. But for Hisui's sake, I need to pretend like I'm okay.
まったく、お前も俺のことなんかで喧嘩するな。大人びたように見えて、まだ子供なんだな。
でも兄さんはあれからずっと気を失っていたん
More
で
than
すよ。
10 hours.
10時間以上も昏睡しているなんて今までなかったはずです。
Concerned, man.
バカ、縁起でもないこと言わないでくれ。
Wait, what was he saying?
こんなのはただの貧血。
No, stop.
って、
What was that?
なんだ
What if he never woke
もう
up?
10
Yeah.
時を回ってるのか。
はい。ですか
Yeah,
ら
man, it's different.
兄さん
This
はお
ain't
昼から
like
今ま
before.
で
It's a little bit
ず
more
っと気を
serious.
失っていたんです。
Was that like you got like a little study area there? Akiha's tone is reserved. I mean, that's a short table too. Man, you ain't studying on that table. I'm leaning all the way forward just to read. Okay, but it's not my health I'm worried about. It's my promise to Arc. 10 o'clock. And don't you dare be late. She looked like she really meant that last part. I can only imagine what she'll put me through if I'm late again. Oh no.
やばい、行かなくっちゃ。
Ah, no, no. Oh no. I already feel like it's gonna be so much drama, tension right
秋葉
now.
ごめん、俺は出かけるから後のことはよろしく頼む。
そちらこそ私兄さんが舞をどこに行くかなんてもう聞きません。
It's like, yo, just please sit still, Shiki. Oh no.
秋葉、
I feel good. Oh man. She's gently pleading with me. Seeing her this worried, I can feel my determination start to waver.
でもこんなのはしょっちゅうなんだぞ。中学の頃なんて日に2回は倒れてたんだしさ。
So this is reassuring. I mean, it's
だから余計に心配なんです。
Exactly, like
兄さん、お願いだから今日ぐらいは私の言うことを聞いてください。
oh no, when she words it like that, and then you look, giving out that expression. Akiha peers into me, anxiously waiting my response. Ah, man. I know it's gonna be tough, but yeah. Do as Akiha says. Go see Arc. I did save, right? Let me just make sure I saved. I'm pretty sure I saved. Override that. Man, this is a tough one right here. They're even laying in the emotions too. They got me emotionally invested with this one. Okay. There's Akiha says. Let's see. There's Akiha says. I feel like Arc will end up coming here then. Go see Arc. But he's not in good condition. Will he be able to help? I think as much as I feel like, I mean, his condition's not well enough to help. I think Arc might be understanding. I mean, I know she's gonna be a little mad, but I think she'll be understanding. Okay, let's let's go see what Akiha says. Well, she goes by herself and then she gets injured and I wasn't there. Then again, Shiki, it's like you're not in good condition at the same time. Like, passed out for 10 hours? He says body feels like lead. He said using all his strength just to get up. Do you have enough strength to get out of the room? I mean, I know he's feeling a sense of urgency, but okay, let's see what happens. I guess I've got no choice. If I keep going against her wishes, I feel like I'll just make her cry.
The
choices in this one, it's not even like something action-packed happening. It's just it's just like the most simple choices right now. And it's
本当、後になって
For you, Akiha, I'll do it.
部屋を抜け出したりするのもなしですよ。
しないよ。実を言うと、体がまだ重いんだ。秋葉の目を盗んで外に出るなんて、とてもできそうにない。
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he has enough strength to like do anything. Like, going by that logic, but
よかった。
Akiha lowers her shoulders, obviously relieved.
翡翠、琥珀に兄さんが目を覚ましたことを伝えに行って。兄さん、夕食はどうしますか？
No.
そっか。いや、琥珀さんには悪いけど、食べられそうにない。
わかりました。翡翠、琥珀にそう伝えてきて。
Well then, now that I'm lying down, my fatigue sets in again, lulling me towards a deep slumber. I probably got a minute at best before I fall back asleep. But before I do...
秋葉、うちの庭にあんな場所あったっけ？
Yeah, she knows.
ええ。私たちが子供の頃、よく遊んだ場所です。
そっか。なんだか、よく覚えてないな。
Yeah, I totally forgotten it. In fact...
それともう一つ、変なことを聞くんだけど、その、子供の頃さ、俺と秋葉と、もう一人ぐらい子供がいたとかいう話は、
Okay, let me see how she responds.
知らないか？
Depending on her response.
は？
Akiha tilts her head in confusion. That's a reasonable response, of course. There wasn't anyone else. But if there wasn't, then something doesn't add up. What I saw in my dream, and the dream that I had in the clearing, if they're the same, there has to have been some other child, a child who was killed otherwise.
いや、なんでもない。
I remember
ただの
it was
夢の
race
話
too,
だ。
or something.
そうですか。
I don't think Akiha would
で
lie
はお
about
やすみ
that.
なさい。
Maybe
兄
she
さん。
would. I mean, she was saying make sure you don't go into that area for a reason, so,
今夜はゆっくり休んでください。
maybe she would lie about that.
ああ、そうする。
My consciousness is cut off the moment I respond. The tightening I feel in my chest each time I go to sleep isn't there tonight. It's like a switch has been flipped in my mind. As if to escape from all that's happening today, Shiki Tohno sinks deeper into a dark abyss. Oh, that's in this chapter, okay. And I am ending it right here, everyone, because I am starving. Look at the time. It's the afternoon. I haven't had lunch. Day 10. What's day? Red blood, red moon. Okay. So that'll be for next time. I know that one's a long one, I think so. Anyways, what an insane 2 chapters these were. Days these were. These days were crazy. The first day 8 with its sequence of events throughout that whole day, then the day 9, the chill day, the calm before the storm. I'm assuming with so much happening that day too. Jeez, was not expecting to see a dead end in that one. But anyways, thank you for tuning in for this. I will be back probably Thursday or Friday. I probably will be back on Friday. So yeah, I go through chapter 10. Maybe Saturday. I'll see which day I'm feeling more on. But yeah, Friday or Saturday. Let me say that. I probably will be doing on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Happy Saturday. I do other stuff. So yeah. Anyways, until then, thank you for tuning in. I'm looking forward to that. It's like throwing my words all over the place. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen next. Especially as we're uncovering more secrets on the Tohno family, the lineage as well. This adopted child who passed away, the whole thing in the past with the other kid that Shiki's like, wait, what's the other kid over here and whatnot. There are some things I already do know, but I wait until they're revealed because it's like some stuff I know, but I don't know if it's like something that I know a bit of stuff, but not everything. So some stuff I've just known from the years of this existing and being spoiled with some stuff, but it's nothing like, well, it kind of is a big thing, but they haven't revealed. I think we're getting closer to it being revealed. But anyways, I'm going to end it here. My frames are dropping again, so yeah, see y'all later on this week. Have yourself a nice week to begin with, and stay cool because it was actually cool earlier, and now it's getting hot again. So yeah, good old July. See y'all later. Have a nice day. Peace and out.
Bow, bow, bow.